Hey there, Wargamers, and welcome to today's Warhammer 40k Battle Report. Josh and Luka here from MiniWarGaming.com, bringing you 2,000 points of the Adeptus Custodes up against the Thousand Suns.
And after you finish watching this game, there is another one uploaded in the MiniWarGaming Vault right now where I'm going to play some Dark Angels against Skari and a bunch of Slanesh things. We're going to do some Tempest of War. 2,000 points. Follow the link in the description below for that bat rep.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
Starting today with the Thousand Suns. I've been playing these guys a few games here and there, and I've been changing it up just a little bit here, but we are going to stick with the Cult of Time, what I'm the most used to. It's a new army book for me, and I wanted to play some Thousand Suns for you folks at home. Now, this might be the last time I played them in a while, just because our collection is rather limited in what we can do here, but if you always want more in the future, well, cry out loud, and I'll probably bring them back. Now, leading it all, we do have a Thousand Suns Demon Prince here, knowing Twist of Fate, and Swelling by the Warp. Being the Warlord with Undying Form, and because we are playing the Cult of Time, we're going to use the Hourglass of Manat on this bad boy. Now, we do have some fun name character action here. We have Ahriman in the list as well. And we're going to go with Twist of Fate on him as well, just to have access to that second Twist of Fate if needed, though funny enough, it won't be that useful against the Custodians. So, kind of bad picks on those psychic powers. But you just take them because you never know when you'll need that clutch power. Doombolt and Weaver of Fates will finish off his powers. And lastly, we have an Exalted Sorcerer that we spent a couple of command points on, giving an additional relic, as well as a Warlord trait. He'll have the Arrogance of the Aeons. Again, a worthless Warlord trait here against the Custodes, but it is what it is. We are going to run Gaze of Hate and Doombolt on a Disc of Tzeentch. And he will have the extra artifact, the Umbralific Crystal. Fancy Thousand Sun words and their weird artifacts. Moving on to troops, we dropped the Flamer squad of Rubric Marines, even though they might be kind of useful here against the Custodes, but we did keep our core of 4 units of 5 with identical loadouts, and that being the Soul Reaper cannons and all the sorcerers knowing Temporal Surge as their built-in power. Elites, we put the rest of our points into, but I should note we got our standard couple of homie rhinos, our mobile death traps with their infernal combi bolters, no upgrades on them otherwise. Now, we did swap out our Risen Rubric Marines for a pair of Hellbrutes with infernal combi bolters in their Hellbrute fists, as well as their multi-meltas. I am a big fan of the Hellbrutes in the Thousand Sun list because they do come with that all-important Arcana Astartes keyword, giving them invulnerable saves, which may or may not matter, and we'll find out as we play this game. And then we have our basic 3 units of Scarab called Terminators with Hellfire Missile Racks and their Soul Reaper cannons. Now, I do want, and they also have Presage as their psychic powers. Now, I do want to say 1 unit of them that will be starting on the table. We did have 15 points left over to give a Legion command to this Scarab Cult Sorcerer, which is Rites of Coalescence, which will allow his unit to heal, 1 model in his unit to heal back to full wounds in my command phase, if that comes up. I think that'll be worth the 15 points. I mean, we'll find out. I had it left over and I wanted to play a little bit with Legion command here. And that's it. Let's go take a look at the Custodes.
All right, we're gonna take a look here at my Custodians. Going Shadowkeepers, much like Luka, I don't believe in last minute changing composition to try to tailor to your opponent. But boy, oh boy, would I have loved a 4-up to ignore mortal wounds. But we don't get it. We are Shadowkeepers. We will persevere. So leading the force, also having some named character fun, we got Trajan Valoris. He must be the Warlord. Definitely, I find him he's kind of pricey for what he does, guys, I know. But we'll give him a shot anyways and see if we can't make him work. There's somebody typing furiously.
Someone's mad, dude.
Somebody's mad. We got a Shield Captain on a Dawn Eagle jet bike, and I just spent all the command points and all the points on him, so he's gonna have a salvo launcher. We did upgrade him with the Ceaseless Hunter Captain Commander trait. He's got a Misericordia. He's got the Stasis Oubliette. Stratagems, he's got Victor of the Blood Games and Emperor's Heroes. So we've got Superior Creation and Lock Warden on him. So there's a grand total of like 4 Warlord traits in my army over these 2 characters. Other than that, troop choices, I've got 2 identical squads of Custodian Guard with the Sword and Board. I've got 1-3 Custodian squad with the Spear and Misericordia. A squad of 4 Sagittarum that all have their Misericordias. And then for elite choices, I've got a Contemptor Galatus Dreadnought and a Vexillus Praetor with a Misericordia shield and the Vexilla Magnifica. Fast attack choices, I've got 3 Virtus Praetors that They've got Misericordias because everything that can just takes them. But I also give them salvo launchers because I only have ever once played with salvo launchers, and we'll see if they're any good. Heavy support choices, I've got a Caladius Grav tank with the Twin Arachnus Heavy Blaze Cannon, and then a Telemon Heavy Dreadnought. That again, I'm running a little bit different than I normally do. He has the Storm Cannon, the Telemon Cestus, so the close combat weapon, and then you paid a command point to make him a Eternal Penitent for +1 attack and reroll charges. That's my Custodians.
Now, let's go take a look at the mission. Josh and I have agreed to play some of the Maelstrom of War beta rules. You've seen us been playing these quite a bit recently, so apologies if they're getting a little tiresome, but these are a staple from back in the day, and it does allow us to give you a little bit more variety in our Warhammer 40k games. Now, we're going to be playing the 5th mission, which is Chaotic Engagement, just because it's probably the easiest one to play in a lot of cases. Josh is new to the 9th edition Maelstrom of War stuff here, so there's no thinking required with Chaotic Engagement. It's just you play the objectives you are given. There's no thought process behind it other than that. And a quick overview, if you're unfamiliar with Maelstrom of War, is both Josh and I will be drawing 3 tactical objectives at the beginning of every battle round, and we will be trying to accomplish them every battle round. And every new round, we will get 3 new objectives to try to accomplish. They're all worth variable victory points, and whoever has the most at the end of 5 turns will win the game. And of course, throughout the battle rounds, I will be telling you what our general plan of attack is and what the objectives we are trying to accomplish will be. Now, as with all Maelstrom of War missions, there are 6 objectives on the table, 3 in each player's territory, but outside of their deployment zones, and they are numbered 1, 2, 3 on both sides because the objectives will reference them. Though, technically, it may never come up. Those objectives might be pointless in this game. You never know, and that's the beauty of Maelstrom of War. And I should mention, we ended up getting a hammer and anvil style deployment. Let's take a closer look at the table so I could show you the closer details of where the objectives might be. Ignore the objectives numbered 4, 5, 6. Those are technically going to be 1, 2, and 3 for this side of the table as well. But I'll just reiterate which objective we're talking about when that comes up regardless. Our mat here is from Gale Force 9, if you're curious. This is one of those real fancy 2-sided mats that has like a nice lush autumn kind of color on the other side of it. If you want to go check out their mats there. I don't know if it's kind of hard to do.
I want to check that.
Yeah, it's just over there.
Oh, it's one of these.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm knocking over stuff.
It's one of those
I like
ones
it.
there, yeah.
Here. We'll do this core. Shazam!
Hey, look at that. Boom. And the terrain here is a lot of city ruins and ruined walls and just various scattered terrain from the Games Workshop lines. And that's kind of like it, actually. We have like the craters from the Sector Mechanica stuff. Space sea cans, as I like to call them, every now and then. And that's actually that's it. Just Gale Force 9 and Games Workshop. And we're going to go ahead and deploy. We've already rolled off, obviously, put down all the objectives. And we didn't have to pick our categories for Maelstrom of War in this case because we're playing Chaotic Engagement. Josh ended up picking rolling Defender and picking this side and placing the objectives down. I ended up going to this side, placing some of my objectives down. Josh put one of his objectives on my side. I put one on his side. If you're curious, this is my number 3 equivalent. That's my number 2 equivalent. Sorry, number 1 equivalent. And that's my, what is that?
Number 3.
Number 3. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is, sorry, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, because it's half, yeah. And then Josh's is number 2, number 3, and number 1 is on the other side of the sea cans, and we are playing this way, across from one another. We're going to go ahead and deploy our armies now, and we're going to get this show on the road, and we'll be back in but 1 second for you. And voila, here we are all deployed. I'll go from my side first. So on my left flank, we have our Terminator squad, the Scarab Occult, with the Legion Command upgrade to heal a guy in the command phase if they're wounded. Our Exalted Sorcerer, one of the Hellbrutes, Rhino with Rubric Runes and 1,000 Sun Demon Prince. And over here we have Armin and a Rhino, and then the other Hellbrute.
Is it like the 1994?
Yeah, it's like the Armin before I was like born kind of thing. Yeah,
Okay.
He's one of the nicer ones that we had upstairs.
Okay.
He's painted well enough. He's old. He's all metal though. Yeah. And over on the Custodian side, we have this Contemptor Dreadnought. Can't remember the name of it.
Contemptor Galatus. Behind him, we've got the squad of Spears hanging out with the Captain Commander on his bike. Swords and boards up front. We got the
Wardens?
No, they're not wardens. I can't remember the name. The shooters.
They have big bolters.
The big bolt gun guys. Valorous in the middle, along with the banner. Bikes on this flank, and then my tank, for whatever reason I put way back here. It seemed like the right thing to do at the time. I regret it. But yeah, I really struggled to wrap my head around Maelstrom missions, so I'm just going to deploy super aggressive and be aggressive and hope it works out.
Well, there's lots of Maelstrom missions that say kill stuff, so...
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
Exactly, that kind of idea. We're going to go ahead and roll off. Whoever wins the roll-off must go first, and that's going to be pretty much it. I don't know if I actually said it, but I have 2 squads of Terminators ready to teleport in.
And I paid to have my Telemon go.
Correct. The Telemon's also in reserve. How many command points is that?
I'm at 9 right now.
9? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You're at 9?
So I spent, let me think, I spent 1 on I spent 1 on giving a Warlord trait to the bike. And then I spent another 1 to give him an extra Warlord trait. And then I spent 1 for Eternal Penitent, 1 to be able to Deep Strike, but Valorous is here.
So you have 13 base.
Yeah. And I spent 4 of them.
And then for myself, I had 12. I spent 1 on extra Warlord trait, 1 extra Relic, and that's it. Roll off time. I will roll a 5, okay. And you can get a 3. It'll be turn 1,000 Suns. I'd rather go second, but I'll take first. And for those of you who do play a lot of Maelstrom of War at home, I'm aware that you technically get to pick, but this was an old beta rule set written before the main change in Grand Tournament or GT stuff. So I like to adhere to those rules as well wherever possible.
To summarize, we do what we want.
Yes.
No, I don't know, this is a more fun format, so.
It's just, it's nice to not predict as much of the play as well. And
Yep,
now
I
I
agree.
must go, yeah. And to give you an idea visually of what the command points look like, turn 1, it is 10 to 9. Now going over the Maelstrom of War objectives that both of us have to accomplish this battle round. The Maelstrom is spoken, and I must apply tactics to my turn, I suppose. It's called apply tactics. So I have to have one of my units destroy one of Josh's units while under the effects of a stratagem. In addition to decimation, which says I must kill 20 of Josh's models.
You got this, homie.
That's a thing. And lastly, I have fall back position, which is a defensive stratagem, defensive objective where I have to hold objective number 3 in my territory for 5 victory points, which I can actually accomplish, which is the one in the ruins here, which means I have to expose myself a little bit more to grab it. But we shall see all the same. And now for Josh's side, he also has applied tactics where he has to kill a unit with a unit under the effects of a stratagem. And he has a funny one as well, which is break their will. He has to make 6 of my models flee in the morale phase.
Definitely gonna happen.
Which, yep.
I might as well just give myself the points right now.
Give yourself the points right now. And coordinated strikes. He must kill one of my vehicles, so one of the rhinos or the demon prince, or the Hellbrute, I guess. They're new in my list, I'm not used to them. With 3 of his units in a single phase. So he has to either use 3 of his units to shoot down one of those targets or charge.
They all have to cause wounds. I can't just target, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
They have to actually cause the wounds as well. So that one is achievable but difficult. And that is it. We're going to go on to my command phase here where I'm going to gain a command point. I'll go up to 11. And I am not going to heal anyone because they don't need to heal. And I'm not going to use the artifact. So we're going to go right on to movement. We're going to start this off. We're going to move these Terminators a little bit in this position to take a couple of pot shots at that Contemptor Dreadnought.
How dare you?
I'm going to take up that position to fire through that gap there into the Dreadnought. As for the rest of this, we are... Oh, gosh. I should probably... You have the disc, so you're going to fly probably right here. Actually, no, you're going to go... crap. We're probably there. And unfortunately for the Exalted Sorcerer, he's not going to be able to... He'd have to land right here to get range to bomb. And only one of them... And he can only bomb a couple powers at him, too. So, a little too far away. We're going to hang him back there. We're going to keep this Hellbrute where it is. He's actually going to get a little bit closer up to the wall here to hide better, to pop out when necessary. I'm kind of a coward, so I want to keep this Rhino and Demon Prince back here because I don't know what I want to do with them yet. They have no grand plans. And, well, I have to move on to this objective now, don't I? So oh, gross. So I'm going to have to be on the other side of the wall for that. I can't.
Just do it, homie.
Yeah.
Go for glory.
Disembark one unit, just one Rubric Marine unit for 5 victory points. I'll do it for the glory of the victory points. For in the 41st millennium, there's only scoring. Disembark about there-ish, and then they move their 6 to the other side of the wall. And for the glory of victory points, we expose ourselves. We are probably gonna just keep that Rhino there. And we are gonna probably just keep Armin there as well. We're just moving a little bit to here, I suppose. We'll go halfway up. Boom. And that there, folks, is the conclusion of my movement phase. We're gonna go right onto the psychic phase. We gotta tally up our Cabal points. Do I keep you back here? Yeah, I'll keep you back there. We're gonna tally up our Cabal points, and we are going to look at 1 for this unit, 3 for Armin, that's 4, and then 3 for the Demon Prince, putting us at 7. 3 for this character, putting us at 10. And and then 1 for this unit, putting us at 11. This unit of Terminators will cast Presage or Presage on themselves. Again, I don't know the pronunciation of that word. It gives them a +1 to hit. I got it with a 7. Do you have any way to stop psychic powers?
Not that I'm using.
All right. Well,
not that I know of currently.
They are going to get +1 to hit, and they are done. We're going to keep this kind of basic. The Demon Prince is going to use a Kabbalistic Ritual, Echoes from the Warp, which is 3 of my 11 points. It gives him access to a psychic action that, if I succeed, gives me a command point. I listen to the Echo. It's a 3 to cast. So I listen to the Echoes from the Warp, and I gain a command point. It would put me at 12, but I'm immediately going to go down to 11 to use the stratagem in the Psychic Phase, Unholy Susurrus. Susurrus. This word. I technically have to do it at the start of the Psychic Phase, but I plan on doing it anyways. And that's going to be for Big Man Auerman here. We are going to swap out Twist of Fate because I think it'll have 0 value in this game. And we are going to instead opt to take Tzeentch's Firestorm because he can try and manipulate and get that. It's the way it works, if anyone's curious, is I roll 9 dice against the target unit. It's a Witchfire. And for every 6, they suffer more wound. But if I roll a 9 or more, it would be a 5-up instead of 6-up. It's just access to another Witchfire. And speak of the devil, let's go to Auerman now. So he obviously cannot cast Doombolt nor Tzeentch's Firestorm, but he can put Weaver of Fates on this unit to try and save face. It gives him a 4+ invulnerable save.
Ooh!
Let's see if we get that. We do, with a 9. He has 1,000 Suns, I'll get +1 to cast. So they'll have a 4+ invulnerable save, and we're just going to go to them casting powers, and I think we're going to throw out a Smite from this guy, and we're going to have to use a Kabbalistic Ritual to make it 24-inch range, though. And Smite! Boom. Well, he got it. Yeah, that's Smite. So it's going to do, and using the Kabbalistic Ritual, that is Imbued Manifestation, making the Smite 24-inch range, and he's touching up against the runes so we can see through the window he's right beside. And the nearest would be the bikes. We're going to spend a command point on Malefic Scrolls as well. All the 1,000 Suns are equipped with them, making their Smites do 3 mortal wounds instead of D3.
Ooh!
So that's 1 command point. I'm going to hypothetically roll it. Oh, waste of a command point. Oh,
yeah, wow. What a nerd. Beards.
You take 2? Nice. And then we're going to go on to shooting, and we are going to start with this squad here, because we're already over here. The only guns, he's only got 12-inch range, so we're going to fire the Soul Reaper Cannon.
Do they re-roll any hit rolls or wound rolls or damage rolls?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. What's the strength of these?
4 and 6.
4 and 6, okay.
So that gun's going to be -1 to hit, because I am unfortunately going to be firing through the... I think I'm going to be firing through the dents, unless this guy... Actually, no, I should be good. This guy should be within a straight line and not going through that, so strength 6 on 5 shots.
Okay, I'm gonna say I can't remember the name of the Shadowkeeper's one now.
Minus
Grim.
Strength?
Yeah.
Grim Resolve, I think, or something like that.
Responsibility, it might be. I don't get it back.
All right, so it's 1 command point for the Custodians, and that reduces the strength of these weapons by 1.
Indeed.
So strength, are they T6 or 5 normally?
They are T6.
Okay, so it costs me 2 command points to get +1 to wound, so I'm not going to bother. We'll see if we get any lucky here. So we'll start with the Soul Reaper, and then we'll do the 3 bolt gun shots. Soul Reaper hitting on 3s, because we don't have to suffer the dents, and these are normally 4s to wound, but now 5s. Oh, he stopped 2 of them. Very nice. And then we have the 3 bolt gun shots. Oh, they're probably not going through the dents. And no wounds, because of strength, I need 6 to wound there. So I actually stopped 4 wounds.
There we go. Do not need to roll dice. What's the AP on these?
2.
Oh, okay. That actually works then.
That was huge.
I'm learning as I go.
I'll conclude that little volley of shots. So we're going to go over to the Terminators over here. Only a couple of them can fire because they have 24-inch range. The Soul Reaper's only 24 as well. So we have 1 Combi Bolter in the front and the Hellfire Missile Rack firing. But he's -1 to hit because he is near the banner there. So we'll do the Hellfire Missile Rack first on 4s. That's a miss and a reroll because of the second shot. And that's, I assume you're not T8, so that's a wound. Go through his armor, forcing a 4+, which you fail. This is D3 damage.
D3? Whatever. Go for it.
And it's going to do probably 2. I assume he reduces his damage
He
by
reduces by 1, you're right, and he also ignores on 6s. Oh, I'm destroying terrain.
So no damage there. And the bolt guns on 4s because of the... Oh, we do reroll the 1s, though. Hey! And 5s? No wounds. And that should be turn. That's all I've really got. So I just did a little bit of damage with more wounds, and that's all she wrote. I don't score any yet because fallback position, where I have to hold that objective in the ruins there, we'll score at the end of the battle round. That concludes 1,000 Suns turn 1. We're going to go to the Custodes turn 1. All right, let's take a look at the command points here. It is 10 to 9 again as we start because I gained 2 on my turn. I burned 2. Do you want to point out I forgot my +1 to hit over here? Didn't really matter. I didn't shoot a lot of stuff. And then the one thing that did go through you made the saves. So it's all good there on their
That's
pre-save.
all very true.
Yeah. All right. Anything you have to do in your command phase other than gaining a command point?
The Martial Kata has to kick off.
Oh, yeah. What were your
So-
katas? What did you pick?
Yeah, so I'm going to get to the page so I can get the name. So it starts off with Callistus, Dakatarai, and then Kaptaris.
All right.
So we're going to go Callistus, stance 2. So each time any of my stuff with Kata makes a normal move or advance in the movement phase, in the following shooting phase, it counts as having remained stationary.
Sounds good.
So I...
And here comes the bikes. They are going to run these... Well, they're going to try to run these Rubric Marines down. I don't suspect it'll be difficult for them.
It shouldn't be overly... If it is difficult, then that's going to be a problem for a lot of things in this game.
That's very true.
Move up the Claudius.
Hey, big tank, 2 big gun, little gun. Lots of cool stuff going on there. And then we got a lot... Is everything else advancing?
Everything else is advancing.
We'll show you where it all ends up.
And finishing up the movement. So squad here advanced up. Just try to take position. I know you've got other stuff that can come down and start putting pressure on, but hopefully that's what the Dreadnought's there to help with. This whole blob just all kind of ran over. And that's that, man.
The only significant things were the advance roll of a 1 on the the Praetor there. Praetor?
The Vexilla.
The Vexilla, yeah. Just so he's still providing the coverage for all this here, and then the Captain Commander committed to this side. Well, didn't commit, but he's moving to the side.
He's moving to the side as well, but I mean, like, he's super quick, so he can kind of get to where he needs to be.
Exactly.
Now I need to do my psychic phase.
We're done.
Ha! This is so much better.
And then shooting. We're gonna start with the big lad.
Just shooting everything over in.
Flinging hate.
Flinging much hate.
What is the profile of these weapons?
Okay, so there's a couple different options for the gun on top. I'm probably just going to be choosing the kind of rapid fire version of it. So it is going to be, the burst is heavy 8, strength 7, AP -2, 1 damage.
Okay, and what about the gun underneath?
Heavy 6, strength 6, -2, 1 damage.
Okay, so everything's just 1 damage, eh? Right, well, that is what it is. Bring it on. No dense cover in the way either on this one here.
Yeah, may as well just combine these. Actually, you know what? No, sorry, I'm skipping that.
Okay.
We're starting with these guys because the range is a little bit wonkier.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
And then they'll be putting shots in them, but they have 2 different rounds they can fire. All right, well, firing both profiles will give a -1 to hit, but...
It'll give a -1 to hit, but at the same point, it'll do mucho damage. You know what? No, I'm just firing the disintegration beam.
Is that the 3 damage
This
profile?
is the 3 damage profile.
Gotcha. All right, well, I'm not going to use Unwavering Phalanx against that soul shot then. And...
I think I've got, what, one of them getting a penalty?
No, they should all be good. As long as they're within 3 inches of it,
Oh,
they ignore
good call,
it,
good
yeah.
call.
2s! And I assume they're
Rolling
core?
1s because they are core.
And
Huzzah!
And these are strength.
Presumably strength 5.
All right, 3s. All right, 1 fail.
Reroll. I still got
It's Trajan.
yeah.
That's what he does that. Okay,
Okay.
3 wounds. They currently have a 2-up save and cover that'll go to their 4-up save from the Psychic Power. We're gonna 3 just get pasted. We are gonna go ahead and keep this model here. We're gonna lose these 3 because I kind of messed up my where I placed them a little bit. So we're gonna lose the special weapon, but that's okay. I don't expect them to live for too long. We got some.
I got 2 of the weird little bolt guns in range.
Is that from the
The front squad, the shield boys.
Yeah, they got their little pistol swords. Sentinel blades.
Okay. These are damage 2, if you want to do anything about that.
AP.
1.
No, I'm not gonna. They got more shots coming down. No, I'm not gonna bother at this point.
Okay, 2s.
Reroll. And 4s. Rerollable on the 1s. That's nothing? Okay.
Nothing, okay. Salvo launcher off the boss man. Into that same squad. Hitting on 2. Okay.
Oh, he's not core.
He's definitely not core.
He sucks. And we're gonna do
The bike squad.
Oh, they also have salvo launchers?
They also have salvo launchers.
okay, I was
I'm just
wondering.
trying to think of the right order. Actually, you know what? Trajan's gonna go.
All right, Trajan will go
And
next.
he'll try to hammer a shot down range there. So single shot. He hits.
Very good.
Okay, good. Wounding on 3s.
That's a
Oh,
two.
he doesn't.
The bikes and their salvo launchers.
Yeah, let's see if this works.
2s. They all hit.
Okay, that's a good start.
They strength 8.
Yeah.
2s. They're probably not within 6. They might be though.
I don't
Unless he's
think
got
they
big
are.
No re-rolling there, so I'm just going to do my 2 saves. I'm going to pass. How much damage is this?
D3 plus 3, or D6 plus 3 or something. It's a bunch.
It's a big damage.
It's
eh?
plus 3.
They're still going to die anyways. I guess I'll just lose a guy. Because they got the charge for these guys coming up.
And sorry, just to clarify, I should have read it. It's only if I'm killing vehicles or monsters.
That's my bad. I'm dictating the objectives to Josh, and we had just taken a break, And I forgot to mention it was vehicles or monsters only.
Well,
but
yeah.
like these guys have to die anyways.
I'm full of guacamole toast. So like I'm in my happy place, man. It's all good.
We have one sorcerer left. Now
Yeah.
I'm already off the objective, so we've already kind of accomplished your
let's
goal.
zip zap him there.
Does he die? Pew. 2s.
Okay.
We're gonna use a command point reroll on one of these shots for the applied tactics.
Oh, it missed, but who cares?
He's under the effects of a stratagem. These will be 3s to wound. No rerolls. Okay, we got some in here. We got 5, 6. AP 2. He is going to AP. It's only 1 damage. He's got a 2-up save, so this goes to. He dies, I guess. He's actually touching the runes, so he does get the cover. So he's got a 1-up save against those. So he fails 1 technically, because they're only AP 2. So he's got 1 wound remaining. That is it for the shooting. We have the charge phase.
I guess I'm gonna just charge him with the bikes that didn't advance.
That's true, this boot, yep. Boom, and that's in. Oh yeah, I have no reaction to that. I'm charging. This guy, we could finagle it so he's within half an inch, just under the walkway there, so it's no big deal. That means these two are able to fight. He's just technically half an inch further forward. That shouldn't matter much. All right, can this one lone man survive 3 Veritas Praetors? My suspicion is no, but it'd be wild if he did. Lances.
Give you the lances. Okay, these are hitting on to 2s.
Should be 2s.
I got a command point reroll one of those, because Maelstrom!
Victory points. Well, that's what you can keep as a hit if you want. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay, it's a miss.
It's still a miss.
Oh, no.
He's under the effects of a stratagem, or they are under the effects of the stratagem.
So this is strength 7, but +1 to wound.
So 2s.
I think where all the 1s come up. Okay, no.
And this lad make 10 invulnerable saves. Ooh. Holy crap, command point. Oh, I should have rolled that one with more gusto. It didn't matter. That one was with more gusto and he still died. But it was
I gotta
close.
check to see if actually I got command points back from Buddy Boy there too.
Oh, yes,
on
the
both those
2.
rerolls.
Okay. Only one of them.
I only get 1 of them, but
Boom, if he lived. Boom. All right, well that's should be it. There's no other charges.
look at that. Tactics!
Not bad. That's 5 victory points. So at the end of the battle round here, I did not kill 20 Custodians. I did not hold objective number 3 at the end of the battle round. And I did not do the other one I had to do, which I cannot remember. It was quite impossible.
You had to kill something with the tactic too, right? Yeah.
Correct, yeah. So I did not do any of mine. And Josh was not able to make me run with 6 models. Nor did I hold, but you did kill a unit under the effects of while under the effects of a stratagem. And you didn't kill a vehicle, so you get 5 points. So the score is 5-0 at the end of the first battle round. And we're gonna go on to turn 2 for the 1,000 Suns. By battle round 2 scores 5-0 for the Custodians, 11 command points to their 7. We rolled up our objectives for this turn. The 1,000 Suns are going to attempt to hold targets. This is the 41, the defensive one. I have to make it so the Custodians do not hold any of my objectives. And there's one in there that is surrounded by Custodians right now at the end of the battle round. So that is probably scuffed beyond belief. So I'm not going to put too much merit in that one, though it is worth 8 victory points if I somehow pull it off. I did roll up Dominate, which is have units in 3 of the table quarters that are unengaged with enemy units at the end of the battle round. That's worth 5 victory points. That is something I could possibly do. And Crippling Blow, I need to bracket a vehicle, which would be over here. Boom, this guy here. If I could bracket this, any bracket, top to middle, middle to bottom, I'll get 5 victory points, though it will be challenging. And then Custodian objectives is Expunge the Witch, which is just kill a Psyker. I am 1,000 Suns, so that is well within the realm of reason. Push them out, which is at the end of the battle round, control this objective, specifically right in the middle of my territory, which makes my targets held even more difficult, because Josh will actively be going for that, and he is going second in the battle round, which gives him a lot of power in that regard. And then Trading Blows. One of Josh's characters has to attack one of my characters and kill said character.
You want to have an honorable fight in the middle? I'll let you, okay, so you take Armon, and I'll let you pick either of my HQs, and you can fight one in the middle.
I think not. And he moves 14 normally, right? The captain? Okay, so I gotta watch out for that. And that is all she wrote. We're going to go into my command phase where I have nothing to heal, and I am probably not going to teleport. I could teleport this unit, I suppose, but I don't know if I will. You know what? Heck yeah, why not? I'll use the gem. He's going to pick this unit, and they're going to read about. I'm going to place him anywhere on the table, more than 9 inches away from the enemy. Ooh. He himself is stuck here, though. I'm going to come in this table quarter here, because I do need to be in 3 table quarters and unengaged at the end of this turn. So I'm going to probably have to drop a second unit back. Oh gosh, it just sucks to have him so far back here. But that is A-okay. So we're going to commit them there. We're not quite more than 9 away. We're more than 9 away. We just don't want the Custodian Dreadnought to be able to support them too easily. So we're 10 over a 10-inch charge away from them. And we'll see if that works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I just don't want them too far back. I can put them way back here, but those like extra 4 inches might matter. If not, whatever. Suppose we'll just go on a movement then. Let us move things. I have to be a little bit more reserved with my characters. I got to pull them back somewhat.
Nah, man, move on up.
No, I don't think I will. I would love to kill this unit with psychic powers and fall things back. That would be ideal. Armin backs up to this just to be within 18 inches of the Verdus Praetors.
What a nerd.
Oh, he's like 17 or something away. I can't. He just moved back as far as he could. And then the Hellbrute moved 3 and 3, moved 6, but we're gonna just kind of reserve ourselves a little bit back here as well. We're gonna disembark the Rubric Marines from the Rhino, and we're gonna like make a line about here. Disembark over here, and then move their 6 to get. You know, I gotta fix this a little bit. You're gonna just disembark here, just so they all don't have to worry about the dense terrain negative because they're within 3 of it. I guess I'll keep the Rhino where it is because why not? I should move the Rhino back a little bit just to provide more lookout for Ahriman. And try and keep him as safe as possible because he's not going to want to scrap against, obviously, this guy here who is absolutely amazing at killing characters because he ignores invulnerable saves. I'm going to pull the Hellbrute back a little bit.
The heck, bully? Where's he going?
Over here-ish to be safer. I also want him getting charged by the Custodian. I don't know. Actually, that's a bad fight for them. I doubt they would actually do that fight, but we're going to hang out over here. He's going to be just watching this object. Josh has got to go for it at some point so he can counter assault it in a way, and I don't want him getting shot by a nasty vehicle that shoot big gun. So we want to be safe here. And then our Exalted Sorcerer is going to just jump on over there as well and get some lookouts here. And we're just gonna keep both this back here. They don't need to move.
No, move. What are you doing? Move up, homie.
No, this is a game of very little commitment. And then in the movement phase, let's bring in the Scarab Occult Terminators, are the last 2 squads I have. We're gonna try and get the crippling blow with them over near Buddy Boy there. I doubt it'll work, but you gotta try. We're gonna get these points. We go get these points.
You go get them.
We're going to get them. These 2 guys really committing like a crap ton of my points to this. Oh, I guess it's not that much. It's less than 300, but still. Oh, I'm a fool. I said a number on camera, so I had to go confirm it. They're 215 each. I was thinking of something 250.
Else. You said sub 300.
I know. It's 430 points.
Do you want to just concede?
These guys are 230 because they got the upgrade on them. They're actually kind of expensive. Anyways, I'll concede if this goes poorly. Over here. Let's go on to the psychic phase, I guess.
Do it.
It's that time. Cabal points. I get 3 for all this stuff. 3 plus 3 plus 3. That's 9.
The basic math phase is my favorite part of this game.
Yeah, 9, 12, 13. 13 is enough to do what I need to do here. So we are gonna go ahead and because I just need like 8 and 9 and 4-ish, kind of. All right, well, let's start this off with the stuff that really matters. So let's start this off with Smite over here. Presage might be nice, but I have a little more guaranteed damage to the Smite. So Smite, the first. Ooh, we got it. We're 1,000 Suns, so that's 11. That's D6 mortal wounds. That's gonna deal just 2, but you can ignore it. Scratch that. He does not have Aegis of the Emperor. He will simply take 2 of his 14.
Yes.
12 left. All right, and then we're gonna Smite. This one's gonna be cast on a 6 now. 7.
That's more than 6. That's what you stated your goal was.
That's true. And what that'll do 3 to him. You know what? I'll use the scroll to make that 3 mortal wounds.
The scroll, of course.
Yeah, the stratagem, the malevolent scroll. It would have hypothetically done 2.
Okay, so there's a stratagem.
That's a stratagem. It's 1 command point.
Okay.
You might get a command point back on a 5. That's only when Josh does it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He's got him down to 9. But I'm gonna use Cabal. This is with the 4 Cabal points for malevolent.
Oh yeah, of course the Cabal points with the scroll.
The scroll. So the scroll makes you 3 mortal wounds, and if a spell, a psychic power does mortal wounds, I can apply an extra D3. So take 2 more mortal wounds.
Okay.
So we bracket. We've accomplished our goal. We've already bracketed him with psychic powers. Maybe we can kill him. There's hope now. Called Malevolent Charge, not Arcing.
Of course.
Nasty psychic stuff. So that means I have 9 Cabal points left.
Just so anybody knows, if you come in to play me, because we're taking guests again at MiniWarGaming.
Yes, like come in for the challenge.
Anything for the psychic phase, like you can make it all up, and I won't check it or question any of it.
You just think,
I'll be like, that's cool.
Down?
I'm just the camera's on and my brain's not on.
That's fair. Yeah, get out of this horrible phase, right? Okay, well let's go over to these guys, and they are gonna cast. How many wounds are they? 3?
Yeah. Are they gonna use their book?
No, they can't.
Presumably,
no,
they're Arcane Eagle.
We're going to come back to them. We will instead come over to Ahriman. We're going to put a 4+ invulnerable save on the Hellbrute.
You gonna try?
No, we'll put it on the Marines out front. They were a little bit more of a tank shock unit. They were a unit in the way. That does work with a 7, so they have a 4+ invulnerable save.
What was
It's Weaver of Fates. Thank you, Josh. I always think it's Glamour of Zinch. That's the negative one to hit one, which I think is kind of buns. I don't know. Like, it's kind of worthless these days. I could be wrong, though. 4+ invulnerable save on them. That's Weaver of Fates. And then we are going to go ahead and cast Doombolt, which will target them because they're the nearest with an 18.
No!
Oh, Doombolt! We got it with a 10. It just does 3 mortal wounds.
Bam! Beards!
You ignore
1.
So 2 damage. Call Zinch's Firestorm on them. Also 18-inch
Of
rate.
course, yes.
Let's make them magically hot. We need a 9+. Ooh, unmodified 9+. Unfortunately, that is not unmodified because Thousand Suns add 1 to it. But
you roll doubles, and your tome will allow you to have it count as a 17.
17 unmodified.
Yeah.
We are Ahriman, though, so we get to re-roll Psychic Powers. We've got the exact same result. So I'm going to roll 9 dice, and for every 6, they suffer a mortal wound. 9 dice. I will deal 4 mortal wounds. Hey, it could have been 6.
Beards.
Hey, nice. Ignore 2. I do slay 1 and put a wound on another, though. Ahriman's 3rd power will be Smite. This is the 3rd Smite. We got a 7. I'm going to re-roll, though, because he's Ahriman. And we got an 8, 9. We're going to use 9 Cabal points.
Right, because of his all-seeing eye.
I can't quite remember what it's called. I'll go look. But it increases the roll by 2.
I just told you what it was called.
So we rolled an 11, which is D6 mortal wounds on them. And they will suffer 5 mortal wounds. Which...
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, that's a rough one. Okay, that kills 1 off and puts him down to 4. And sorry, I should have mentioned I was spending a command point there on the Great Sorcerer, which allows any Psyker to throw out 1 additional Psychic power.
Not to be confused with the Master of Wizards, which is the other thing that they do.
The other thing, like naturally.
Yeah.
So just to confirm for people watching and myself, I 4-up invulnerable save, I Doom Bolted, I Zinch's Firestormed, and then he smoked. That's all 4 of his
Again,
powers.
you can make it. Nobody plays Thousand Suns.
People play Thousand Suns.
No. What are the chances that both the Thousand Sun players are watching this?
There's a good chance. Well, that's going to bring it to these Rubric Marines who are going to smite. They got it with 10 because I get +1, so it's D3 mortal wounds. Just 3.
Oh, jeez.
Stupid Varus Praetors. Take 2. You got 2 wounds left. And then that's going to bring it over here. I have no Cabal points left. I could smite, which I've done 4. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th smite, so this will be, ooh, that's a 10 to cast. Let's go with Presage. Good, so they get +1 to hit. It's shooting phase. Let's go over here first. Let's fire with this squad first. We are gonna go ahead and use up more made-up stuff for John. We're in the shooting phase now. Is this stuff all believable?
So
Okay,
they'll use the Eye of Zeltek to.
What is it gonna do? What's the Eye of Zeltek do?
It allows you. I don't know. It allows you to cast another psychic power in the shooting phase. Probably, I'm assuming.
You know what?
It automatically.
I like that. That's funny. That's funny. That's not just not a thing. You know what? I'm surprised that's not a thing.
Is it not?
That's not a thing.
That's the other thing we were talking about because I was making fun of other stuff because I've just been doing this on and off camera. There's gonna be a tome somewhere in that book.
There's probably you're probably right.
There's a tome somewhere. And if not, like what's she doing? Like,
right? I'm thinking
you can't upset both the Thousand Sun players like that and not have a tome.
There's a tome. There's got to be a tome in the book somewhere. There's a lot, guys. If you've never looked at the Thousand Suns book, go look at their artifact page and have a laugh. The names on some of those things. All right, let's go. The Anathean Scrolls. There you go. We got the Third de Rigueur. We got Egligian's Orrery. We got the Paradoxical Chatterfowl. The Scalox Talon. The Chronos Tutorum. The Incandeum. We got the Pentacaric Armor. The Umbrolific Crystal. Kudos to whoever came up with those names.
Kudos whoever came up with those names. I feel like they pelted a guy with oranges, and the noises he made as they hit him with oranges, those are the relics.
You know what? Some of those could be really old from previous editions that I'm unaware of. Maybe whoever wrote those 20 years ago and they're still kind of being used. Maybe the Umbrolific Crystal is...
That's been around the whole time. That's established in the lore.
Oh, gosh. To the game, the stratagems. This unit here is going to go ahead and fire into this vehicle.
Yeah, that'll do.
What's his toughness? 8?
Presumably 7.
Use, command point on Infernal Fusillade. It just gives them an extra shot each, so it's 4 extra bolt gun shots. It's not worth it. That's probably better on a bigger squad of guys, but 5, I've been using it, hasn't done much. But we will spend 2 command points on Wrath of the Wronged. Never forget that Thousand Sons were wronged back in the day.
What have the Custodians ever done to them? Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! So that is +1 to wound with all their shots, which will bring me down to 7. We've got the Soul Reaper on 3s, and these wound on 4s now. 2 wounding hits at -3. So you got your
5 up invuln?
5 up invuln. Yeah. Only 1 damage each. I do 2 damage in total. And then 16 shots with their Infernal Combi Bolters. Here's the first half. And then these hit. And 5s. Oh, 4's 2 wounds. So we got 2 wounds so far. I might as well. It's -2.
Yeah. Go.
Okay.
No, you keep going.
All right, cool. We got a few more hits. This is the second half.
Just warming the dice up.
And 2 more wounds, so 4 in total. Because of the +1 wound.
-2?
-2.
5s.
I do 1 damage. Where's the guy left? 4. All right, this squad's next. Fancy stratagems on them though, and they are near enough to the dense terrain. They don't suffer the negative. Not that it would have mattered there. This is the Soul Reaper, 5s, 1 wounding hit, AP3, right to your 5+. I do 1 damage. And then the bolters twice, hitting on 3. Oh gosh, we got 4 hits on the first one. Might as well just roll the other thing to hit. 4. So we got this plus. Oh gosh, I'm down by 1 die. I look the fool. 5's to wound here. Okay, we're just gonna do 6 wounds. 5 wounds. 5 ups. He dies?
Just barely,
Would
yeah.
you like to re-roll?
You know what? It's just not worth spending a command point to keep him alive.
I guess the explosion wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it's not close enough to anything.
Yeah.
Doing just for thematic. No, he didn't.
Look at that. I showed up behind him, shot his back armor up, and he died. Unfortunately, I just robbed myself of victory points. I didn't expect to do that well. I guess I could have opted to not shoot at him with this squad. This has happened to me before.
You got greedy, bud.
I got overzealous.
You got greedy. Well, I mean, like, it was a bunch of shooting you were able to take off the table.
It is good. It is.
Yeah,
because I guess bracketing him is not that. Because you could probably pump him up to full with a stratagem.
Presumably, and if not, he still just cruises around hitting on 4s.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not upset with that, but I did just lose 4 victory points, 5 victory points. So this squad firing at these Custodian Guard, they are going to be in cover, so I can't do much about that. Soul Reaper! Should be 3s to hit. No, 2s to hit, but it doesn't really matter. And 3s to wound, just strength 6, 3 wounds at -3. So this one will go through the armor right to your 4 from vulnerable save because Aegis of the Emperor. I will deal 1 damage. And the bolters on 2s. 5s to hurt him. We wound 5 times. -2, so you have a 3 up in cover. 3 ups. I will deal. Ooh, no damage. The cover saved 1 of them. And then I got the Hellfire Missile Rack, which I forgot on the other guys. 2s. And, no, not those. Then we're going to move on to shooting. Not over here, but over here. Let's go with the Hellbrute, firing everything in the Veritas Praetor. We are firing through dense terrain, though, so -1 hit. We'll start with the Multi-Melta, because why the heck not? We hit once. We are near Armin. I'm going to re-roll and then see if he's core, if it matters. Okay, now I got to go look. He does let him re-roll. He is core. And 2 wounds as well. Right to the invuln. Invulnerable saves. That is 1 fail, 1 pass. Would you like to re-roll or succumb to the d6 damage?
You get a bunch of other shooting there, eh?
I got, this is all AP2 shooting as well, and he has like a random couple AP2 shots coming after his hand. He's got an Infernal Combi Bolter. I don't know. It's tough to say.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
It's going to deal.
Enough.
Oh, 1. I won't command point it, though. I will keep it the 1, I think. I'm going to try and get greedy and kill him with the rest of this stuff here. We do have his Infernal Combi Bolter, which is not in rapid fire range, unfortunately. That's why I was not able to get in melt range. He only moves 6. I hit, reroll, no hit. Rubric Marines will fire in.
Oh, grim.
-1 strength?
Yeah.
Okay,
because that actually should, this is the right call now.
Yeah. So this is going to be a...
do I get it? No, I already got 1 back.
You got 1 back this phase? I don't think you did.
No.
Right. This battle round.
Well,
it costs you still the 1. And these hit on 3s, but we're near Armin, because we'd ignore the dense. And these wound on your T6 normally?
Yeah.
So 5s. I wound 1 time. -3.
50-50.
Hook. He dies. Unless you want to spend another command point to reroll it. I do have quite a few more shots, but they only wound on 6s.
I know. It's just little bolt guns, and then you got the Rhino to shoot, right?
It's all AP2, yeah.
Whatever, I'll just let him die.
Want to hypothetically reroll it?
Oh, dang
it. I got no other shots. The rest of the unit would be wasted. The Rhino can't see them because the ruins are in the way there. So, if anyone's curious, we play, like, obviously, like, the footprint is, like, point to point, if anyone was at home curious. That is, I think, turn. Well, I should probably try some charges. I don't want to charge, Actually, I definitely... gross.
Well,
Shadow Keepers over here. It's -1 attack, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, it's -1 attacks.
I'm going to 2 attacks. I'm going to opt to not charge. I'm going to hypothetically roll it, though. I would have made it. Oh, well. I suspect they're going to go in. They have good AP. No, it's just Shadow Keepers -1 attack. I hit on 2s, win on 4s. You have your 4 up and 1 will save. Any couple that go... Wait, do you have any other like -1 damage or... No, nothing like that, eh?
No.
But then I get in range of the Dreadnought. And I don't,
Yeah.
That's
what I was thinking.
That's the main concern.
Because I chose not to Tanglefoot with the hopes that you would charge in so I could just wipe them off the board.
Yeah.
Because it's a Psyker unit that I can kill probably pretty easily.
That's-
Because
yeah.
I think he's 5+D or 6+D3 attacks or something like that.
Yeah.
3 damage to swing.
I'm going to opt to not go in, yeah. That's the only reason I don't want to go in, because I don't want him to... I wouldn't mind him coming back here, but he's fast enough that he can get back.
He's
to the
move
game.
9.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we're gonna chill back here. Obviously, they have no target to attack because they showed up and killed the vehicle, like murdered the crap out of it. So we are going to end our turn. And we don't score. We would have scored if we bracketed that guy, but we killed him. So
Didn't, homie.
turn
You messed up.
2 for the Custodians. And to reiterate what Josh must do, he has to kill a Psyker unit, which are many and are abundant on the table. He must kill a character. He has to use one of his characters to kill one of my characters. We got armor.
That ain't
there.
going to be happening.
And then the last one is just control this objective, which that is easy enough to do, but that means something has to commit right there. Also going to reiterate, I do have my objective active still. If Josh controls none of my objectives, which he actively doesn't right now, I will gain 8 victory points, as I'm trying to desperately defend them, but at the same time, while not committing to them like a coward. What is the other thing I'm trying to do? Nothing fancy. Oh yeah, I also am trying to have I'm trying to control 3 of the table quarters with my units while they're not engaged. So
that's not the end of your turn. That's the end
of the
game.
battle round. So I got this.
Gotcha.
That's pretty safe table quarter, unless the captain commander wants to engage both of them.
Yeah, no, you're gonna be fine.
And then I have this table quarter.
You're getting that, no problem.
I should be able to get that one. No
so
problem.
before my movement phase starts, I'm gonna play the where's the Telemon gonna go?
Oh,
and then
yeah.
base everything around that.
That's super fair. Yeah, anyone at home, I recommend doing that too. Always, before you actually move anything, look where your reinforcements could go and then play accordingly, because that's how you easily mess it up. And even like your friends should be okay with it, but they could just hang out over there. No, my character. Yeah, that's true actually. Oh, he might have to go back too far. I might have got lucky.
Yeah.
All right, what are we doing now?
I'm gonna go for the other stance in Callistus, which is when I advance, I throw 2d6 and discard whichever one I want.
Sure. Faster.
So I mean, there's the off chance I gotta spike a 6 to try to get it into holding that objective with those boys.
Understood. Do you want to? Oh, is there anything else you have to do in the command phase other than?
I gain a command point, and I believe that is it.
Okay. Let's start with them with movement.
We'll begin there.
They need a 6 to get on the objective. Beard? Yeah, you got a
There
beard.
it is.
Nice. They are there. So that is it's a good move because it denies me points, and it's not a very expensive unit to commit with. So
No, and again, if you want to come get them, it'll just pull other guys out.
yeah. We are going to move these Guardians with spears towards my Scarab Cult, who kind of showed up and didn't do too much damage. I was hoping to kill 1. Oh, now I have to suffer the wrath of 3. We are pulling the Contemptor Dreadnoughts. A 10-inch charge for him to make it in.
Yeah, I don't mind him being back here trying to bully these guys. Over here, not really sure what to do with it, so I think these guys are just going to go mid, so this is all going to be running this way.
All right, show you where this all shows up in a second. All right, well, they didn't move overly fast. The only squad that ran, those Custodian Guard with shields.
The only thing meaningful, because the banner rolled super low again.
Just kind of bunkering down together.
That's a really heavy banner. He
Heavy.
hasn't been working out.
That'll bring it to the Psychic phase.
Done!
We're done.
This is so good. Oh yeah, end of the movement phase. We gotta...
Yeah, oh, we got to show
He was
off.
there the whole time!
Yeah, this is... So I'm curious how this will go. I'm going to get punished pretty hard for this because Armin is now exposed. I had forgotten about the Telemon.
I would like to pretend he was at Prospero.
This one specifically.
This one specifically, and he's been waiting for this.
Oh no! If anyone was curious, we were showing it off a little bit earlier over here, but he couldn't quite. He could like go here,
but then I'd have
that's
to target the Halberd.
That's not going to gain anything yet. So this spot back here, way better. So let's see if Armin can get lucky. So that's in movement phase. We're on the shooting phase now.
Yes, I'm going to shoot him now.
That's fair. I don't have any defensive stuff for Armin other than his 4+ of vulnerable save.
Very good.
And luck, and a hope for luck. Launcher on top.
Yes, get him.
It only gets to fire 1 volley, I assume.
What it is it doesn't become 10.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is all hit, and these are strength 5, I assume.
They are strength 5.
3s. That's 2 wounds. -1. He is going to suffer no damage so far.
Okay.
And then we have the big scary gun. So we got the plasma projector over here in the hand.
Indeed. How many? These are 2d3.
Okay, 4 average. 2.
Strength 6.
Oh, they automatically hit? They're like flamers? Yep. Okay, so we wound 3 times. 3 times. These are invulnerables. Just 1 damage each?
1 damage piece, yep.
All right, he's got, I believe, 3 wounds left. 4 remaining wounds on Armin.
Oh, I really wish I had done one more.
The 6-shot profile?
Yeah, this is the burst.
Burst! 2s.
Okay.
All right, and then strength probably 8?
This is only strength 7. The other one would have been strength 8, 3 damage.
I see. 4 of them. Right to his invulnerable save, he'll take 1 damage. 3 wounds left. Oh boy. We're then going to move to the other side of the table where the other Dreadnought is at against the Scarab Occult. All right, we got the hot gun on the sword.
Yes, the hottest of hot guns.
Boom, 2d6 automatic hits. That is 6. Strength is probably more than 4.
Strength 6.
3 is to wound. That is, okay, 3 wounds. AP is...
Only 1.
So they go to a 1-up save because they have all his dust. So this is 2-ups. I take no damage. And then the spears. I am going to spend a command point on Unwavering Phalanx to reduce their damage to 1.
Okay.
6 remaining command points for me.
Boop.
2s, 1 miss.
And 4s to wound you.
4s. That is still 3. These will be 2-up saves. It's 1 damage. All right. We'll put 2 wounds left on Big Homie. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And everything else had advanced this turn, so they cannot fire. We have 2 big charges here. Pretty sure this is a 9, because all he has to do is go in a straight line, and that straight line should get him within an inch. So,
oh no! He rerolls for free.
Inherently, he just has built-in reroll.
That's the Eternal Penitent.
It's like an upgrade for him.
Yeah.
Fancy upgrade.
No!
Oh, I am graced by Zinch this game. Sorry about that.
That's okay. All right, over here, 10-inch charge.
10-inch. Does this guy have a built-in reroll?
No. You can only take Eternal Penitent once.
Gotcha.
Ba-bam! Dang it. Dang it, that's so upsetting.
It's so close. It's so close. Command point reroll. On a 5-up, you get it back.
Yes.
Because you haven't got one this. Oh, there it is. All right, so it costs nothing. Staying at 7 command points. At 10 plus charge.
Ba-bam!
Oh, you got it. I gave it to you. You got it. Nice. Boom. Hopefully they live. They probably won't, but hopefully they do.
And then send the Custodians.
Much easier resolve on them.
Huzzah.
7 is good enough. All right, so we have to deal with Custodian Guard and the Contemptor. I'm going to start this off with the Custodian Guard. Nothing I can do defensively against this other than hope for saves. They have
You'll be fine.
9 attacks on 2s.
Yep.
Okay.
Good start.
Good start for Luka. Anything fancy on the 3s to wound, I assume?
It's 3s to wound. Yeah, they're just strength 7.
That's pretty good. That's a good roll. It's
a solid roll.
Yep. That's going to cut right through the Terminator plate. These are obviously 2 damage each, so I only get a 5-up invulnerable save against it. Even if they were 1 damage, I think it's still a 5-up invuln. I am going to make half of them. So it kills 1 guy off, and then another guy is dead. Oh no! And well, I guess we'll lose you, because you're the next not special weapon. I will opt to not interrupt here. You may proceed. You got D3 something. Extra attacks on the charge?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Just D3 additional attacks.
Oh, he's always... Okay, 2 more. Nice. They live forever.
2s to hit.
2s. I'm too fast. 2 of the miss. Or I parry them somehow.
Do I want to reroll?
Use a command point reroll there. 2 up. It hits. We have 6 hits. And down to 6 command points for the Custodians.
These are 3s to wound. He's only strength like 7.
Interesting. And that's 5. All right. Invulns. I will make. Oh, they live like pretty hard. Only 1 dies.
Dang, man. Your dice.
Getting real spicy in here. That guy gets cut down. And then I assume we wanted to base him so I can't put attacks on the Custodian Guard. Bloop. I will then, this should be it. So I will just attack the Sorcerer into the Custodians, and then, or the Custodes, and then just into the Dreadnought. 3 attacks down to 2 because they are Shadow Keepers, and the attacks allocated into Big Contemptor are -1 to hit because he's got, I think, a shiny shield.
It's the shiny shield, yeah.
But I did get +1 hit off, so we're just back to 3s. I did roll a 1, so it misses no matter what. And that is actually a wound, unless he's toughness 10. Wounded him. 4. Hey, you're good. He's right off the shield. Then we got a stick. Only 2 attacks because they're Shadow Keepers. Back on, oh, that's a hit. And should wound on 3s because we're strength 7. So 1. AP 1, so you go to a 3-up. Stick does D3 damage. Would you like to, oh, you already rerolled.
No.
I do 3 damage.
Okay, so it kills that man off.
I kill a guard. Look at that. Man, why do the sticks do so well? And that will conclude combat over here. And we do have to correct 1 mistake in the shooting phase. It's a big deal for the game, and it's easy enough to fix.
Kind of is, yeah.
So this guy's a Shadow Keeper. All attacks against against
characters reroll wound rolls.
And it's shooting and melee. That means we forgot to reroll the wound rolls for the top gun, the projector, and this gun. So it was 3 rerolls on this. It was like 2 on this, and then 1 on
it was 3 on top, 1 and 1.
It was 3, 1, 1. Okay, so we have 5 rerolls to wound on Armin here. Let's see if he makes it. 3 to
so
wound.
they're all going to be just wounding on
all the same.
3s.
Yeah, essentially the same in the end.
Okay, so there's 3 more.
Okay, well, that's...
He'll live.
Okay, invulnerables. 1 wound left.
There we go.
Oh, gosh. And then that should be turn. And, yeah, looking at the score, obviously we auto-pass morale. You're not going to run on 1 model loss. So looking at the score, I was able to dodge kill the Psyker. So the Psyker was not killed.
Yeah.
They're tough little dudes. They're tough
They
little
are.
dudes. I'm rolling really well, though.
There was some hot rolls.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah. That's why, I mean, like, that's why I was not going to rely on not bringing the Dreadnought back.
I get that 100% now. We do get 5 points for controlling my objective.
No, I get 5 points.
You get
not
5
we.
points. You get, not we, yeah. Josh and the Custodians get 5 points for controlling that. And on top of that, he denies me 8 victory points because I needed him to be on none of mine. Well, almost, if Josh just rolled a 5, or what, well, I guess maybe a 4, so he would have failed that.
Yeah, I needed the 6.
But the Custodes was good there.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of it. Didn't kill a character with a character. So the only thing accomplished was 5 victory points for that. Luka gets... Oh, Luka does get 5 points as well, because I have 3 table quarters with units that are unengaged. You have engaged this table quarter, but they are open. And that'll be 5 points.
I was hoping for it to be cheeky back here and get it.
Right. Well, I guess they would have counted. Both these units counted.
Oh, they would have counted. Yeah, okay, yeah.
That was like a pretty locked in quarter, so was this one. And because I committed 2 over there to try and bracket him, but I killed him, and I got lucky on that. Okay, so the score, we'll both gain 5 victory points as we go to the 3rd battle round. This is kind of what the score looks like. 10 points for the Custodes against 5 to the Thousand Suns and 7 to 6 command points. And we've generated our objectives. So for this turn, I chose to keep none from the previous battle round.
Should have kept it 1.
No, thank you. I rolled up Bring It Down, or the harder they are, the bigger they are, the harder they fall from the Bring It Low category. I have to kill a vehicle or a monster. There's only 1 target on the table, and that is the Telemon in my backfield. Ooh, there's also this Dreadnought over here, I forgot. That is much less likely to work out.
No, you can do it. I believe in you.
I have Driving Rush as another secondary. I got lucky on this one because it's have one of my units unengaged in Josh's territory. I have 2 easy units over there that can pull that off.
No.
That's at the end of the battle round, so Josh just has to charge my unit to stop it, but they're so far away, it should work out. And my last one is Storm the Line. I have to go control objective number 2 in Josh's territory, which won't actually be doable. I could, if I maybe advanced him very far to stand on it, I have to control at the end of the battle round, so he just has his whole army kill that guy. So I'm not gonna do that. And then Josh used the free stratagem because of this mission to keep one of the objectives from the previous battle round, which is Expunge the Witch, kill a Psyker unit. This is a very weakened unit back here to be able to pull that off with. The second one was Make a Stand. We got to get Trajan Valoris within 6 inches of the center of the battlefield at the end of the battle round.
He's pretty close to it.
He's already pretty close. This is pretty much where that darkened area is on the mat. That's worth 5 victory points. And then Slay the Defenders. Josh has to kill one of the units, one of my units that started in my territory. So any of this stuff is relevant for that. So not too bad objectives for both of us across the board here. We're going to go into my command phase where... these guys, that guy could heal to full health, but he's already at full health, and that's kind of it. I, of course, get my command point, but I've already showed that. We're going to go right on a movement. First thing we're going to do is we're going to try and get this Telemon Dreadnought that showed up back here, and luckily did not kill Ahriman. This Demon Prince will fly his 12 to about here. I already pre-measured before I moved. It's a 6-inch charge to get in. He'll end up about there. Hellbrute is going to move. It's about a 5-inch charge for him to get in. Only with 6. We're going to keep the Rhino there. Ahriman has to stand there to get line of sight to the Telemon properly, and then the Rubric Marines move forward, so does the Hellbrute and the Demon Prince. We got to bring down him who is that Prospero, allegedly. We're going to come to this side of the table. We are going to just, bloop. We are just going to leave this fight here. Can they heroically be more than 3?
No, I can shoot you when you leave, though.
That's fair. Okay, well, I can't do anything about that. Not going to bother with the
shooting. Not going to bother with the shooting. You called my bluff, good sir.
So they'll fall back there 5. Hang out there. These Terminators on this flank are going to have no line of sight whatsoever, so they're both going to advance forward. They will go an additional 3, and they will go an additional 1. All right, just moving forward a little bit, just kind of splitting off, going their own directions here. They're not going to be doing, but they don't have line of sight to do anything, so. This Hellbrute is going to go through that door. I've already pre-measured. He's just going to hit the back of his base, will just kind of clear it. It's hard to get with one hand, though. I don't want to go the full move, because I don't want to be within 3 inches of the objective. If I control the objective, it gives Josh a 8 victory point clause on his turn. So if I bumble...
Does it, or did I get rid of that one?
Oh, you got rid of that one. You're right. Oh, Josh. Yeah, so I should note that the one that Josh ended up getting, instead of make a stand, Josh had take it back, I believe it was called.
Yep.
Where it just, if I controlled any objectives at the start of his turn, if he took it from me, it'd be worth 8 victory points. And I had said, well, what we thought about it, if I just don't go on any objectives, that's a null one. But it's worth 8 victory points. So if you kind of catch me flat-footed or something, like if you're going first in the battle round or something.
What kind of negated your chance to go after my number 2 or whatever?
Well,
like
yeah.
I don't think you're going to anyways because you're
I'm too afraid.
nerdy coward.
I am
but
very afraid. So he would have been able to clear this fully, because I remember that. So he'll hang out there. And the last thing to move, I suppose, is the Exalted Sorcerer and this Rhino. We're going to disembark some of the Rubric Marines inside of the Rhino here. And they'll disembark and move there. We are then going to have this Exalted Sorcerer fly over here.
you come fight me.
I might move further back depending on how far that Captain Commander can go. That'll be the position. I'm too afraid of him getting charged by the Shield Captain, so we're keeping him pretty far back, though it's like an 11-inch charge or something like that, but I need him to be closer to those Custodians.
No, do the standard Luka and put him 9 inches away and then get surprised when I make the charge.
No, never again. We're going to disembark the other squad of Rubric Marines now to make another layer of guns and one more smite. All right, we'll disembark that squad and then move them out there. They've some had to disembark in there, then just move in this direction. So we are going to move this Rhino over here so I can just see a little bit better and put shots wherever it might need to. We'll keep that Rhino where it is, and we're done. On to the Psychic phase, and Cabal points. We get some. We're going to go 1, 2, 5, 8, none for you, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15
You
Cabal
just look
points.
at them if you fall back.
I do, but they can't cast Psychic powers.
Cool.
Well, with 15 Cabal points, the most important Psychic power to get off, I think, is going to be Twist of Fate. I did keep 1 Twist of Fate on this Demon Prince, getting rid of this guy's invulnerable save on an 8, but I got to show a 7 on the dice. Oh, we got it with an 8 exactly.
Oh, boo!
So no invulnerable save on Mr. Telemon. That won't that'll matter only for the multi-melta, and I guess his sword. Then his second Psychic power will be Diabolic Strength, giving him +2 strength, and not that that matters, but the extra attack might. We got that as well. We are going to go ahead and move on to Ahriman. No, we should go back. We'll do Ahriman later. Actually, all my Psychic powers are on this side now that I think about it. So we are going to start. Yeah, we'll start over here. We'll go Smite from the first unit of the Rubric. They will get it with a 6. And that'll do. I'm just going to deal a mortal wound, which you ignore on a 6. I do. Nope, that's a 6.
Nope, go away. Go away, nerds.
They'll cast his Smite.
Go home, nerds.
Do I command point that one? No, I don't want to blow a command point on there. They just fail that Smite. We're going to go on to the Exalted Sorcerer, who will cast Doom Bolt, which will hit that squad there, because they're the nearest. And he cast this on a 6. No, we'll come back to him. We're going to go to Ahriman. Yeah, Ahriman is going to go ahead and cast Tzeentch's Firestorm on the Telemon. Well, he can re-roll it. He's Ahriman. And he gets the big version. So that means I rolled 9 dice, and every 5 up is a mortal wound. Firestorm! That is 4 mortal wounds. And I deal 3 damage. So we'll use 4 to the 15 on Malevolent Charge now? Or do I need a bigger roll for him? Nah, that's fine. I'll go down to 11 Cabal points and deal an additional 3 mortal wounds.
Oof. Go away.
And take 2 more. Got to finish these powers with Ahriman. So he will go ahead and throw out Doom Bolt. He got it with a 6. That's just a 7. That's just 3 mortal wounds. Which does 2 damage. It's always 1. That's good. I was going to spend a command point on Temporal Regeneration. When he either one of those, actually no, technically the first power he casts, he heals D3 wounds from it. It's 1 SCP though. So he's going to heal 2 wounds. He's going to go back up to 3. Boop. And I'm down a command point.
Isn't that actually warped regeneration?
Sorry, that is actually warped
okay.
regeneration on that stratagem there. And then we will go with Weaver of Fates. We got that with a 10. So I could technically use it on this one too. I mean, not like if someone's
If you
like,
hadn't used it on the
correct,
previous.
correct,
Yeah.
So Weaver of Fates will go on to if I don't need line of sight and I can cast it on that one, I'll do it on that Hellbrute. Not require line of sight, and he is within 18, so this will be given a 4+ invulnerable save. And then we're going to spend a command point on the Great Sorcerer to cast an additional power, which will just be Smite, which I've cast it twice before, so I'm looking for a 7+ here. We got the big version because we're 1,000 Suns, and it deals 3 mortal wounds. So on the Telemon, which he ignores 1, he takes 2 more, down to 5. Now we will go, yeah, let's do these Rubric Marines. They're going to do Smite. They need an 8, I believe. They fail. And then we will come over to the Exalted Sorcerer here, who's going to cast Doombolt. Now, Armin already did Doombolt. I'm going to use 8 of my Cabal points to allow him to cast Doombolt in addition to Armin, which means I have 3 left. Yeah, boom. So I get the Doombolt off, and it does 3 mortal wounds to them. And
Nerd!
Only 2 damage. And then he's got 1 more Psychic Power, which will be Infernal Gaze. So instead of Smite, Smite's a little too hard to get right now. Infernal Gaze. Okay, I should have smoked. Well, that's what I get. So Infernal Gaze is I choose the unit within 18, doesn't have to be the nearest, and I roll 3d6. Every 4 up is a mortal wound. I am going to do that to those Custodian Guard over there. Nothing. You dodged it.
Good.
And I only have 3 Cobalt points left, so there's not much I can do with that. The last thing is a Smite from these rubrics. I believe it's an 8 or a 9.
Didn't you
I already did that. You're right. My bad. I did that.
Whoa,
that was the last thing. I failed anyways.
Whoa.
Shooting phase. I'm curious. What do you guys think at home? I could have gotten a command point instead of Doom Bolting again and smoted. So I don't know what the answer there was, but I got the 2 damage off, I guess, so whatever. Let's start with shooting. We're gonna put Infernal Combi Bolter and the Multi-Melta into the Contemptor or the Telemon Dreadnought.
Do it up. Coward.
Is he -1 to hit or anything weird
Nope.
like that? So the Multi-Melta hits on 3s, rerolling 1s. And
That's a shame.
and wounding on 4?
4.
I wound.
Ah, dang it.
-4 to his save. He's got 6 up armor save.
Beard! No.
Oh, and that is going to be d6 plus 2. That's only 4 damage. And okay, he's got 1 wound left. And Bolter. 3s to hit, rerolling any 1s because Armin's right there. And then these are 6s to wound, however. That's nothing. And then we're going to go on to this Rhino, firing into him. He's got only a couple shots. He's not in rapid fire range. They both hit. 6 to wound, nothing. The Rubric Marines here will fire everything into him. We'll do the Soul Reaper first. 3s. Reroll the 1s, because Armin's right beside them. Okay. These are 5s to wound. I wound, no times. And then I have a bolt pistol, 2 guys rapid firing, and 1 guy not rapid firing. On 3s. Reroll. And 6s. Oh, wow. 3 at -2.
4 ups.
4.
Ah,
Ooh,
yeah, go
very
home.
good. All right.
Go
all
home.
right. So if I got Armin's pistol. Armin. Hit. No. Kind of hoping to do that so I wouldn't have to commit to the charge, but I guess I'll commit to the charge. Do I just want to do a couple? Nah, we'll do shots into the Shadow Keepers over here. So we'll start with this Rhino. A couple shots into the Custodian Guard there. That's 1 hit and no wound. We're gonna go with the back squad, firing into them. Starting with the Soul Reaper. There is the Sorcerer right there who acts as a Chaos Lord equivalent. And these are strength 6, so 3s. 2 wounding hits. Right to your invulnerable save, -3.
Oh, it's -3?
Yeah. Just 1 damage each. Oh. Didn't matter. Didn't matter.
Get those out of the way, boys.
Let's just get those ones out of here, right? And then we have 3 bolt gun shots. We got a hit, a reroll. Yep. And 1 wound at -2. So it should be a 3 up still. Okay, you're good. Next squad firing, we have a couple guys in 1 pistol range in rapid fire, and the Soul Reaper. The Reaper of Souls. Reroll because the Sorcerer's within 6. 3s. 3 wounds at -3. Invulnerable. Ooh, very good. Only 1 damage. 5 shots. Reroll the 1s. And 5s. Nothing. That should be it for that shooting. We're going to go with the nasty Dreadnought, the Hellbrute there. He'll put his Combi Bolter into them and the Multi-Melt into the Wardens, I guess, in the back there.
You're talking about the...
Oh, the guys with the guns.
Sagittarium?
Yeah, Sagittarium Guard. That's it. I'll start with the Combi Bolter. Infernal Combi Bolter. I got to pay 3 points for this thing. He is too far away to reroll. And he's going to wound on 5s. That's 3 wounding hits at AP2.
And that was on who? Sorry, the guys in front?
The shields, yeah. So 3 ups. Ooh, I kill 1. I do 1 whole damage. Get out of here with your 500-point models. And 2 multi-melted shots. That's a hit. Because a -1 to hit. And that's a wound. But you get your 4+ invulnerable save.
Come on, eat it. Nom, 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 nom.
Right off the
Melta.
edges. I don't care about that Melta. That should realistically conclude my shooting phase. Everything else over there advanced or fell back. All the Terminators. So we're going to charge. The question is, whom do I charge with? They're both -1 damage. We'll charge with the Hellbrute, because if he gets wounded, he actually gets to reroll. Unless you, obviously, Emperor's Auspice. But I'll charge first with the Hellbrute.
Do it.
No Overwatch?
Nope.
That's fair. 4, he fails. He's a 5. Well, let's command point it. I'll go down 1. Oh, he needs a 5. He got him with a 5. That was it. Yeah. Well, that got him to about there.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this is still suspicious. We're gonna charge in with this guy. 7.
Oh, he makes it.
Yeah, he makes it. We're just gonna go. The problem is, he can get shot over here, so I have to make sure I consolidate all that properly. So I would get normally 6 attacks. Not normally. I do have the psychic power increasing my attacks by 1, but Shadow Keepers only have 5 attacks. These hit on 2s. Cool.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I missed. He's big. I don't know how I missed. This is with the sword. These are strength 10, so 3s. Okay, that is.
Oh, dang. That's probably going to be him dead. 5 ups.
Because no invulnerable saves.
Ba-bam.
First one.
Oh, ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. Okay, cool. I didn't waste any good rolls, really.
Yeah. So that's 9 damage, which you could technically ignore it all.
Oh, yeah. Good.
There's 4 of the 9. Okay, he.
Oh, this is good
try.
My good rolls.
Does he explode?
No.
No.
Oh, he almost got arm on.
He did. He got very close to it. So I damaged to the point where he can't continue the fight. I'm going to consolidate towards the nearest enemy, which is that away. So I think I'm not going to really move at all. And then we're going to have this Hellbrute move into that corner towards the nearest enemy, getting within 3 of the Demon Prince, just in case. I don't think it's going to matter. In fact,
I don't really have anything shenanigan-y.
We're going to go right
do here. Is that a word?
That will conclude my turn. We're going to go on to turn 3 for the Custodes. All right, this is what we're looking at. No real scoring. Actually, I may have gotten Bring Them Down. Sorry, that is at the end of the turn, so I go up to 10 points as well. And then the other one, Driving Rush, I have to wait until the end of Josh's turn here. As a reminder for Josh, we want to get the big warlord. I want to say Constantine Valdor, but that's the heresy. His name is
Trajan Valoris.
That's it. I want to get him to right there, and you want to kill one of my units in my territory, so like the Hellbrute or whatever it might be.
Yep.
Then also would like to engage both of those units to deny me more points if possible, but that will be very difficult.
That's probably not going to happen.
Then
we'll go stance 1 Dakatari, so that's the you pile in less.
Oh, that's cool. So I don't get to pile in. I don't like it's minus.
It's -2.
Okay, so I only pile in 1. Understood. Yep. That's until your next command phase.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Movement phase. There's nothing else to do in the command phase.
This is awkward that I got to do it this way. I almost want to move these guys back and just send the Dreadnought in, but I mean, there's no real point to doing it that way. But I'm still going to.
It'd be a good reason. It'd be a good unit to get on that objective.
I know, but I don't need to.
That's the problem with Maelstrom. You never know what the heck.
Yeah, whatever. Just go kill them.
Yeah, just go. These poor Terminators are going to be killed alone in this corner of the table, and no one's going to remember them. All right, well, it's all glory now, is it?
It's time for it to happen, my friend.
Here we go.
Actually, does he move? Whatever. I'll try to deal with him. Let's just move the block up.
Forward come the Custodian Guard with their shields.
Indeed.
Here comes
we'll do the banner. Gonna run.
Hey, look, that looks familiar.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I think I've seen that before.
Oh, he's advanced 3 times and only added 4 to his movie characteristic.
I'm so disappointed. Yeah, Valoris will just move up. Hey, there he is.
Hey. Advancing Trajan.
It's gonna be a Trajan advance. He's wrapping around this way instead.
He wants to get as far into my territory as he can while remaining within 6 of the back, so he's good there.
Yeah, might as well run these guys. Bump. Leave an extra 4.
Oh, here comes a wall of flesh. That'll bring it right to shooting. We're gonna go over here to sad times.
Yep. The bolt shots. 2s. Hey, ho. I want to kill you in combat, apparently. Oh, there's 2 winning.
I don't get the +1 of my save here, but I will double 6 it.
Okay, 2d6 auto hits.
6.
I'm gonna make you warm.
Okay. It's 5 wounding hits. 2 ups. I take a damage. All right. Captain Commander,
let's just throw a melt-a-shot at your big Hellbrute nerd.
Hellbrute, here we go. He missed the first time. Can you do it again?
Oops, sorry, I punched the camera.
It's all good. You hit. And that's a wound. I have the Weaver of Fates on him, which did not matter. That's a 1. How much is this mini?
D3 plus 3.
You know what? Not even command pointed. Weaver of Fates. 4 left after that reroll.
We'll do the Sagittarium, and they'll put Sagittarium shots into the squad up front there.
Are these, they're assault weapons then, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you fire both? Are they both assault?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, no. You might as well fire both variants.
That's why I advanced.
Oh.
It's just the one squad, bro. Like, you're fine.
I will opt to not use defensive tech on them for this. But I don't want to lose a unit. Whatever.
No, we'll start with this squad instead.
Okay, you know what? I will Unwavering Phalanx.
Oh, look at you. 1
command point to reduce the damage of attacks against them by 1. And 3 command points.
Here, we'll do it here. 2s.
Reroll the 1s. Oh, gosh. There's always like 2. Hey, look, they'll hit. 4s.
4s.
Reroll the 1. Oh, that's a good roll.
Yeah, that's a pretty good roll.
AP 1 on that normally, so I go to a 2 up save because it's only 1 damage. So I go to 3 up. So I lose a guy because I get 2 wounds each. Pistols get him. Oh well, then I guess I'll just lose that guy. I put my fancy weapons up front.
Now these guys are gonna shoot the back squad.
Right here. Both variants because they might as well.
Okay, the 3 damage ones first. So this is the disintegration beam. 3s because I advanced. I'll get the boss nearby.
Oh,
He helped a little bit. These are 3s to wound.
Hey, pair of wounds. That's gonna definitely go through their armor.
It's -3.
Let's just go with our 5 up invulnerable save. We'll make 1. And it's 3 damage down to 2. We lose a guy. We're going to lose regular Joe. Sorry, it's not reduced at all because unwavering phalanx on the front, guys. I misspoke there. That still kills that guy. It's just 3 damage is all.
This is the Bolt Caliver Bolt Volley. 3s.
Reroll the 1s. That's a good roll. 1 more hit.
3s.
Very good. I fell for the oldest trick of the book. Paid out my stratagem. You kill 3. You'll leave the sorcerer left alive.
Better believe man will up front will shoot.
Try and take him out. Pair of hits. That's a pair of wounds. And? Oh, he's dead. There you go. Victory objective or objective complete.
Victory
Will conclude shooting. Charging over here, I have no
charges.
overwatch.
We'll charge the Dreadnought first. I'm in.
Hey. Oop. And the Custodes with their spears.
Oh, they're in as well.
Oh boy.
This man will try to charge these men.
No overwatch.
Yeah.
In he goes.
Boah.
Blah.
Captain Commander's just gonna declare the unit.
I assume the Hellbrood as well.
I don't want to. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'll charge them both.
Punch.
Haha.
Boom. In he goes. And again, anyone curious? No overwatch.
Then I'll send in the squad
Against
the Hellbrute.
Hellbrute. Boom. Hey.
Get in there, boys.
Cool, 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 cool. Is that it?
I believe it is.
Very good, very good. I got nothing fancy to do.
Shield boys doing shield things.
These 3 here?
Yeah, I got strats for this for days.
Ooh.
Slayer of Nightmares.
What does it do? +1 wound or?
+1 wound, yeah, because you get a higher toughness.
Do you get a command point back? Because I don't think you've gotten one this. Boop. Oh, I think you got. No, this is new battle round. This is battle round 3, right? No, you got one on my turn, I think.
I might have, I don't know.
Yeah, you got it on a reroll. It was a reroll.
That's fair. 2s to hit you.
Well, that's reasonable. They all hit. Cool.
Very good start. 4s to wound now.
4th to wound, yep, because of +1 to wound. And it mattered for 1.
Trajan.
It might matter for more. It mattered. Okay, not quite, but still. 5 wounding hits on said Hellbrute. He makes 2, fails 3. He'll take. They're 2 damage normally.
Yeah.
1 damage each. He's down to 5.
I was also supposed to pick somebody here to swing last. It would have been the Hellbrute.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
He's not eligible for counter-offensive, so he's down to 5 wounds, and then I will not counter-offensive anywhere else, so you may as well continue going.
Okay.
Yeah. Little homie?
Yeah, he's gonna do this. 2s. Oh no, he got tired and missed.
There's a captain, though.
Oh yeah, no,
Shield
I guess
captain.
that would make
Yeah,
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not that tired.
And 3s. Cool. 5 up invulnerable saves. Okay, you cut 1 down. No, my nerds. Ooh.
Captain Commander, I'm just gonna fight the nerds.
Oh
nerds
no,
die.
my nerds! All right, well I can't do anything about
Yeah,
that.
that just makes the most sense to me. This probably is overkill. 2s.
May it not be. Well, see, he sucks. He already missed twice.
I know, it's pretty embarrassing.
Probably 2s. Should
yeah,
definitely be
it
2s. 3. Zinch, help? You killed 2. He's got his Misericordias. We got just the sorcerer left. And he's got...
Boop. Oh, he missed.
All right, 1. All right, well, we have the fights over here now to resolve.
For the big dread, D3 extra attacks for 1.
Ooh.
So it's gonna be 6 total. 2s.
Nice.
Okay.
Got 4 hits. 2s? Oh, 3s.
3s.
Oh, Dreadnought. 5 ups. I make 2. You kill 1. You kill 1 wound guy.
Okay.
Boom.
I should have done the little guys first. That's okay. Hit them with sticks. 2s.
And 3s. Oh my gosh. Okay, 3. Oh, so I failed 2 of these, which I will. I can't command point it. I could.
I get the Misericordias as well if you really want.
He'll have 1 wound left. Yeah, so he's dead. You got him. Ah!
Hooray!
Boom. All right, and then that should be it. I am now eligible. I can't fight with him. I guess this guy will fight now. What the heck is he gonna do? He's gonna pile in and get ever so slightly closer to the bike captain, but we're gonna attack that guy. He's got 2 attacks because Shadow Keepers reduces my 3. Got a pair of hits, 3s to wound, 1 wounding hit. I have a 2 up save against it. Don't roll a 1. Hey, you're good. Hellbrute's gonna go. He's just gonna punch the guards in front of him.
I'm gonna go Presidium Shield Wall. Mine's gonna hit me.
Makes me hit on 4s.
Yep, and then I'm also gonna go Arcane Genetic Alchemy.
Which is their transhuman equivalent.
They're exactly.
So instead of wounding on 2s, I wound on 4s now, which is
right.
good.
Do I get either of these command points back? I do. Never mind. We're pretty sure I got one back earlier, so I'm just spending the 2. That's fine.
Down to 4, and I will still proceed to swing. He normally has 5 attacks, but the Shadow Keeper's reduces to 4, and I only hit on 4s now. No rerolls. And these wound on 4s. Ooh, he does reroll 1s because he's angry. Didn't matter. So 1 wounding hit right to your 4+ invulnerable save. That does 3 damage.
Yep.
He just kills the guy.
Blah.
And I suppose he'll just go into both of them. Sure. I don't know if it does much, but it does something, I guess. And that is all she wrote. That is end of turn. So, scoring. We'll do Josh's stuff first. He gets 5 points for Valoris being in the middle. He killed a unit in my territory for 10 points.
And then I killed a unit of nerds.
That's all point. You got all 15 points this turn. Yes, perfect score. Myself, I got 5 points earlier for destroying the vehicle, and I will gain 5 points for having a unit unengaged in Josh's territory. So I'll gain 10. Okay, so we're on to turn 4, currently at 4 command points each. Now, Josh did use 1 command point to adjust one of his objectives, but he immediately got it back with Trajan Valor, so he's just staying at 4. Scores 25 to 15 for the Custodes. Thousand Sons have some ground to cover here with objectives, but both parties here got reasonable objectives in this 4th battle round. Thousand Sons are going to attempt to hit the Custodes hard. If I can kill 3 units this turn, I'll gain 8 victory points. We have a lot of psychic powers lined up on these 3 units here. We're going to try and take them out. We have to storm the lines again. I got that same objective this battle round, so I have to get this. I have to control Josh's number 2.
Go get it, my man.
That ain't happening.
It's all you.
No. And then we also drew up applied tactics. So I had to use attacks to finish off a unit. And the unit that I used with those attacks in the shooting phase or in the fight phase must have been affected by a stratagem. So I'm going to have to I'll figure that out. Probably like a Demon Prince charging in and like a reroll or something is my hope. As Josh rolled up Area Denial, which is kind of what he's already doing, as long as I don't have a unit within 6 of the center of the battlefield at the end of Josh's turn, battle round, he'll gain 5 points. I don't think I can really pull that off. There's too much, like Trajan Valoris can just go there, boop, no, you're dead. And the other one Josh got was a Dominate, which is not great. He has to have units in 3/4 of the table that aren't engaged. It's doable though. It's doable. That means I might have to actually charge these guys somewhat. So he's got this table quarter. Oh, this is all engaged though. It's true. Interesting. Maybe Josh will get that one. It's going to be hard to say because he's already got this one easily down pat. So I'll have to think a little bit harder on that one than I initially thought. Then he got cut the head off of the serpent, which is just kill one of my characters. It is destroyed through any means as well. So on our command phase, we have nothing to do other than gain that command point going up to 4. We're going to go right on to movement. If anyone's curious, there will be no Tanglefoots this movement phase. So we are going to...
You can't just declare I can't use my stratagem. What are you talking about?
Before I start moving, dude.
Yeah, I mean, well, you didn't give me a chance to talk. No, I'm not going to. We talked about it off camera. I don't know. I'm having fun. Hopefully you guys are enjoying me being obnoxious.
It's the best way to deal with the psychic phase. Just be obnoxious.
You're in your movement phase, though.
That's true. So my movement phase. But like, you know, when your opponent just has a really long psychic phase, you just throw stuff at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, just come on, speed it up, nerd. Come on. Well, to get these victory points and in a desperate plea to get some damage and kill some of these characters and kill these 3 units, we are going to probably expose some of our characters. We're going to have this Demon Prince move to here. Can't quite clear the canisters here. Move this guy, a couple of inches there to clear it. 3 more inches to get over there, and we'll have a whole inch of movement afterwards. Which means he has really nothing to shoot from there, so we're gonna throw an advance on him as well. 6 more inches. I'm gonna go with you to right there. We're not gonna do the full 6. I don't want to block Armin's line of sight. He's very important to get psychic powers off to make this whole debacle work. Righto! Let's go with Armin moving over here. Just hanging out, keeping it real. What up? Party Rhino is going to move there. And these rubrics are just going to move forward. There we go. There we go. If this all fails, well, the Thousand Sons gave it an admirable try. I'm going to come back to these 2 units moving. I have to figure them out. The Terminators are a lot less subtle. They're just going to move forward. Lads, you kicked the crap out of a vehicle when he showed up. Hopefully I just roll up controlling those objectives later on in this game and see what happens. They're going to advance an extra 2. They're going to advance an extra 5. We crash through the wall into the ruins there. And then the other Terminators only move 7.
2's over there.
2 is over there. I don't want 2. 2's bad. Stop
Buddy,
giving me 2
the game
dice.
keeps telling you you're supposed to hold that one. That's the important one. There's a bunch of books or something. There's, I don't know.
The Maelstrom of War dictates what is
Popular
fun.
mechanics for kids, like every single issue ever. They're all right there.
No, this is dangerous. Look at that. My hard decision here is, do I give the Hellbrute rerolling hit rolls a 1 by moving this dude right here, thus exposing him to many great dangers, or do I cower in fear and run backwards?
Well, I can tell you what you've been doing lately.
I think...
Oh,
we
you
go.
fool. You're going to lose him because of that.
I might, dude. That's the thing that stresses me out. one bad little misstep against the Custodes here, and everything goes south.
You've killed most of my stuff.
I have killed a lot.
What are you worried about?
The problem is I'm down to 10, down by 10 points. I need to kill so much more. Let's, oh gosh, but I have to kill those units over there. Killing 3 units is gonna be so difficult. My goodness. Well, that's it for movement. So we are gonna go on to Psychic phase.
Oh, basic math phase.
Here's-
Add up.
Math time. 1, 4, 5, 8, 11, and nothing over here. But we got 2 guys back there, so we got 13. 13 Cabal points. Start this off with that aspiring sorcerer who lived. Smite. Equidistance to the 2 of them. That was the point of the pile-in, because we gotta smite him. +1, we're 1,000 suns. Oh, you saucy boy, you.
Oh, you could use your once per game Tome of Cabal.
Let's
Ledgermain
let's command
written
point
down.
reroll this psychic test. We're gonna get instead a 7. Okay, we're gonna spend a further command point to make it use the scroll to make it 3 mortal wounds.
Of course, the scroll.
The malevolent scrolls, malefic scrolls is one of the 2. Now the question is, what am I at 3?
So
now?
you spent 2 command points, right?
2 right there. Am I at 2 remaining?
You're 2.
Okay. Let's see. If you roll a single 6, my plan's not ruined. It's a little messed up.
Weird. No.
Oh, he does die. He succumbs to the smite. And that's unit 1 of 3. Moving on to the Demon Prince. We are going to go ahead and cast a Twist of Fate, targeting the Custodian Guard with the shields, removing their invulnerable save. Oh, we got it with a 9. So no invulnerable save on this Custodian Guard. His second power, however, is going to be Diabolic Strength. We got that. So he has an extra attack and +2 strength. The extra attack is pretty much negated once I go into combat, but I kind of need him to go into combat. He is finished. We're going to move on to Ahriman the Great. Or do I just do these guys? Let's do these guys, I guess. Smite just hits those guys over there. I don't really care about them. Let's go with Ahriman. That guy. We're going to go with that guy. He's going to cast Doombolt. He got it with a 7. That's 3 mortal wounds to the Shield Captain on Dawn Eagle Jetbike. 5 up to ignore. He takes 2.
Okay, dang it.
Down to 7. We're going to Smite as our second power. We got it with a 7. It's D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds. Die to my... Oh, you take 2. Okay, he's down to 5. And then he's finished. We're going to go on to Ahriman, who is going to cast... What did you cast? Cast Doombolt, right?
Yeah.
He did Doombolt and Smite.
Yeah.
That's right. You ignored one of them. That's right. Ahriman is going to cast Zeus's Firestorm, targeting the captain. We got a 3. We're going to reroll that. We're Ahriman. We're going to get a... We get it, but not on the big version. 9 dice. 6 is equal mortal wounds. We got a pair.
Okay.
So we're looking for 5s. I do a damage. Got him down to 4. All right. Ahriman next will cast Weaver of Fates. He got it. That'll go on that Dreadnought kind of stuck up in combat. And his next power is, we're going to throw Doombolt. We're going to use 8 of our Cabal points, so he can also cast Doombolt.
Of course, the Cabal points.
Cabal points. We got Doombolt. 3 mortal wounds on the Shield Captain. He takes, only 1. He's got 3 wounds left. And then we're going to use a command point on the Great Sorcerer to cast Smite. Oh, we got the D6 version of Smite. And it's going to deal 3 mortal wounds.
Could kill me here.
Could. We do.
Dang.
He dies. I know it is kind of lame. I don't really like this kind of stuff typically, but I actually don't know how to kill you. I suppose I'll save myself the command point over there. We are going to proceed to these Rubric Marines. The sorcerer is going to throw Smite out over here. I believe this is my 3rd or 4th Smite. We'll see what we get. We got an 8. So even if it is my 4th one, we still get. No, I have to see how many I've done. Okay, so Smite, Smite, Smite. 4th Smite makes it an 8 to cast, which means we get it. No, 9 to cast, so I fail it. We are going to go ahead and proceed with that. So I failed Smite. I have 4 Cabal points left over, so I'm going to have one of the sorcerer units over there perform a psychic action, which is gaining a command point back. Technically perils. And that is this unit here. That was Echoes from the Warp, which is the Kabbalistic Ritual. I gain a command point, but I do suffer Perils of the Warp still. That's 2 mortal wounds. I got 1 wound left on, we'll say that guy. Brings me back up to 3 command points. And let's do some shooting. You know what? You're free now. Put a bolt pistol or an infernal bolt pistol with the Sagittarium Guard. Oh, we hit. Oh, we don't wound. Let's go Rhino into them. 3s. 5s. That's a wound at AP2.
Better believe it is.
That is damage. Huzzah. We're going to put other Rhino into them. That one's rapid firing, however. Good to rapid fire. Okay, that's a hit. No wound. Let's go ahead with the Rubric Marines firing into them as well. This guy here should be able to draw a line without suffering the negative, and they're within 3 of the dents, so can do this regular. No one's rapid firing, I don't believe. Oh, never mind, the banner's nearby. -1 to hit. Easy peasy. That means this guy probably would have been negative.
I'll allow it.
All right, thank you. Soul Reaper. 4s. We are within range of armament, but no ones are rolled. 3s. 2 wounds at -3. Invulnerables.
Boop.
That is a save and a damage. Down to 1. And then we have 2 guys in range of 12 and 2 not, so it's going to be 5 shots. 1 is the pistol. 4s, reroll 1s, and 5s. 1, AP2. That's a 5. You're good. Advance this Hellbrute this turn to get it somewhere and could have an impact later. Armament is too far away to fire. So the only real impactful one I have left is that Hellbrute just feeding the multi-melta into the
Custodian Guard there?
Custodian Guard right there. So he hits on 4s because it's a heavy weapon. And then I got the Bolter as well. That's 4. That's twice the amount of multi-meltas that he has.
I was going to say, ooh, he's pretty angry.
Do I command point? I'll command point reroll this? No, I won't. I'll wound on a 3, however. That's a wound at -4. So you have a 5 up still because you have a 1 up with the shield.
No. No.
Ooh, it is going to be enough to kill a guy.
No.
Boom. And the Infernal Bolt Gun, it hits reroll because he's core. And it is not it's a rapid fire weapon, so he does hit on 3s. He wounds once. AP of 2, so you should have 3 up still. 1 damage! Oh. Well, we are gonna go ahead and that's the only, if you get to fight first.
Heck yeah, I do.
I got no charges.
Ba-bam! 5's to wound?
Should be.
Ba-bam!
Yes. That is.
No,
wow.
it's a bunch of 4s. I should have popped that CP.
Apparently should have popped that CP.
Oh.
Okay, I will fight back with the Dreadnought, who only has 4 attacks because you're a Shadow Keeper. I do hit on 3s, rerolling any 1s. I've got to use a command point. No, stupid game. No, okay, well, fine. These wound on 3s. I'm going to use a command point reroll here. Okay, we got 3 wounding hits. I am down to 1 command point, I believe. Scratch that, I had 3. I didn't use the one I was thinking about earlier. 3 saves at -3, which is still 4 up, I guess.
Boop. Well, he's super dead.
Well, he is insanely dead. We are going to just push a little bit further forward. There's nothing I can really do here. Yeah, we'll go there, I guess. Hang out there and just expose his girth and be like, and show how powerful he is. However, that is 3 units killed.
Yep, you get
Hit them hard and apply tactics score on my turn because there's no real counterplay to them. So I would gain 8 victory points for killing the 3rd unit, and I'll gain 5 victory points for killing a unit while under the effects of it, while being affected by a stratagem. Then I do gain 13 points for that, putting me at 28 to 25 as we go into the bottom half of turn 4, and 1 command point for the Custodians. You know, I apologize. I keep calling them Custodians. I think they're just Custodes. They're not.
it doesn't matter.
They clean up the galaxy of filth. Now, to remind people what Josh is trying to accomplish, he is trying to kill one of my characters. I have 2 right there in armament. Over here. Trying to stop me from getting within 6 of the center. Already done. And Josh wants to spread to 3 table quarters with units that aren't going to be engaged. As you can see, we already have 1 accomplished over here with these 2 units. And these guys could just split and probably get those points as well. Yeah.
We'll do the other stance of Dakatari.
Dakatari.
So that's I can choose to have all my attacks be damage 1, but get +1 attacks.
Gotcha. Okay. That's pretty good against the Dreadnought. The moment we are going to start with these 2 units, they're going to bring them.
Pretty simple. Spear Boys. Whoa, go.
Oh, well, look at how fast they are, dude.
That's impressive.
In case you get a draw objective too, right? I don't know what.
We'll stay on this side of the runes here.
Whatever happened on this half of the table was hot and fast, and now nothing else is going to happen for the rest of the game. And then
I can't Kool-Aid Man through here anymore, can I?
That's big enough. You can go through that.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
Like,
over
I'd
here.
say the doorway is good, and this is good, and like that's good too. Hey, look at that. He's so fast. He rolls 2 dice when he advances and takes.
I only throwed the one.
Oh, I thought.
That's
okay,
right.
yeah.
Throwed the one. Threw the one.
And then to the Stratagems Guard, who are going to move into this table.
I don't really know the right play here, so I don't know. I'm just gonna kill stuff and hopefully it works.
Well, you get your points as long as they stay there and don't charge.
Yep.
And as long as like that guy like runs over here.
Yeah, I don't know what I want Valors to do is the problem.
He could be Captain Kickbutt and you get to use his.
Then fight a dreadnought.
I don't know. And then get smoked to death.
I know. your smites are so cool, bro.
I know that was so interactive.
You know what? These boys over here, these lads, I gotta go for a run. The banner.
Here's that. Oh gosh, that's the fastest he's ever.
He's
run.
got some momentum.
I can't believe you rolled higher than it too. Where's he going? Just gonna pop over here.
I'm gonna make it difficult, hopefully, for Armand to see these guys.
Well, you've already succeeded with him.
Okay, the Captain Commander himself.
What do you fear, Armin?
No, I don't. Just... you're a lame guy.
Ooh, I should. No, it doesn't really matter. Never mind. I was gonna say like I could draw a line of sight from other psychers, but that doesn't work for the spells he's cast. Like a random thought in my head, but it was like I thought out loud. And shooting.
Yep. Pop, pop.
Pop, pop. I will use Unwavering Phalanx.
What's that do?
-1 damage
Okay, cool.
on shooting attacks. I need these guys.
2s.
Are they advanced or no?
No.
Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. So
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
this-
rolled 1s,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I
Anyways.
rolled 1s. Yeah.
3s. Okay, there we go. These are -3 damage.
Oh, this is the big gun.
Yeah. Oh, I should be firing both prop up.
That's
yes,
what I thought.
you're right.
Okay,
I am
yes,
hitting on
that's
3s, but I
okay.
rolled 1s. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. That's a 6 and a 1. So I fail 1. That does kill a guy because it's a 3 damage gun down to 2.
3s. Yeah, I should have just ran them. Oh, I was thinking about maybe charging.
I don't want to charge. That'll give up the points because you can't be engaged.
Well, I mean, if I kill you.
That's true. Oh, I guess there's always that.
Yeah, I'm not.
But they only have
bad.
Mysocordias.
Yeah, they're throwing like 4 attacks each or something with Ren 2 maybe.
I suppose.
It's not awful. That many saves. 5.
5? What's the AP on this normally?
It's AP1.
Okay. So they are reduced to 1 damage. So I get a 3-up save against it. Because it's AP1. So I do lose another Marine. One more Marine goes down. That's turn. It's very quick little Maelstrom turn.
Yeah, you killed most of my stuff.
I am degenerate. I feel it.
I didn't say it.
I feel it. So we are okay. There's no point in charging because it's too. If Josh does not kill these, then he won't have this third table.
If you only
quarter.
have 1 or 2 left, then I'd probably go for it.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
can
not
see
worth
that.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll be the turn. So scoring, Josh does get domination. Dominate. He's in 1, 2, 3 table quarters with unengaged units. He gets area denial because I got nothing there, and that should be about it. He didn't kill a character, so that's a
Not yet.
That's 13 points for Josh. Well, currently the score is 38 for the Custodes against 28 for the Thousand Suns. As we go into the last turn, this is my last chance to get victory points and deny Josh as much as I possibly can. And in my command phase, I'll gain a command point. Okay, quick correction. I thought Dominate was like the capstone objective. The ones that won are worth more points. It's only worth 5, not 8. So Josh is still ahead, but only by 8 and not 10. I should note that we do generate the objectives first. I just adjusted the command points beforehand, but we both ended up adjusting our objectives a little bit. So I'm down to 2 and Josh is down to 4 as we go into this last battle round. Speaking of objectives, I have to do targets held, which is the 41. That's the 8 victory point 1. I have to, at the end of the battle round, I have to make it so Josh does not control a single one of my objectives. It's not ideal. I have to push them back, which is kill any unit that started this turn in my territory. There's options.
Territory
there.
or
Deployment zone? I should say territory. It is indeed territory. And then the last one is Savage Duel. I have to have one of my characters cause a wound with an attack against Trajan Valoris. I have to enact a Savage Duel with the Warlord here. That is worth 5 victory points as well. Now on the flip side, Josh's options are a little limited here. We ended up getting Expunge the Witch's back. It's come up quite a bit. So kill a Psyker. There's lots. We have to Crushing Strike, which is unfortunate because Josh does have the Dreadnought here, where he has to, I think he has to charge to kill something or just kill something, but nothing is unfortunate.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. And the last one is Coordinated Strikes, which is very unfortunate as well. He has to kill a Rhino, a Hellbrute, or the Demon Prince, and cause wounds with at least 3 different units to get the points for that.
Yep.
That's also tough with only these 3 units on the board. But it is what it is. We are gonna see if I can't get any points on my turn. Josh is still up by 8. So we're gonna go on to my movement phase. But I'm just gonna move this Hellbrute first. Move 4 inches to about there, and then we're gonna go further too. Because we're probably gonna charge this Hellbrute in there. Because why not? Unfortunately, the Demon Prince can only move to about here, which means he won't have line of sight to Valor. So he's gonna have to fly this direction, which is a much more difficult charge. Right about there. So don't have line of sight to him, which is not ideal because he's just, as you can see, like that's a solid wall there. Move 6 right to here. The Aspiring Sorcerer who stands alone. And we're gonna move this Dreadnought to there with his 6-inch move. Hellbrute, technically a Dreadnought. Gonna move this Rhino a little bit, can't quite get through that gap there, so he's gonna hang out there, and Ahriman's probably just gonna move to about here. We're gonna move these guys to about there. And then out comes Azek Ahriman. All right, Exalted Sorcerer, what are you doing? Let's go, wee.
I do intervene 6 with Valoris.
I'm probably gonna charge with the Hellbrute. Keep him tied up.
Cool.
Yeah, I think. We'll hang out there. I just want the auras essentially. Beep, beep. And Josh and I are definitely agreeing there's no value in moving any of this over there. If I move my 5, I'm still not within range to take shots at Valoris. Scratch that. That unit back there, the Hellfire Missile Rack, could fire at Valoris. I don't know if it'll do much, but we move them up 5 just to get there. That should be it for movement. We're gonna go right onto the Psychic phase, which is also the Math phase. So we're at 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 10, 13 Cabal points because Ahriman's still alive. We're gonna start with the Demon Prince and a Twist of Fate. We don't need line of sight for it, so we'll target that with Valoris. And when I said earlier that it's not gonna be good against Custodians, I eat those words. I am a fool. I forgot I had Multi-Meltas in my list. We are going to fail that. Command point reroll. We're going to... Okay, we're gonna use Cabal points to give that 2 to the roll, making it an 8 because we're 1,000 Suns. We in the end get to add 3. So he uses, pretty sure that's actually 9 of my Cabal points. It's the Wrath of the Immaterium. So that does become an 8, which is no invulnerable saves on Valoris.
Okay.
And then his second power will be Diabolic Strength, I suppose? How the heck am I gonna cause wounds to things? So he gets an extra attack. He's got to roll high on his charge, like to go over or something. Anyways, he got an extra attack and 2 more strength. Well, we're gonna proceed to Ahriman next, I think. I have 4 Cabal points left over. So we're gonna do Doombolt, I guess. So we get Doombolt, 3 more wounds on the Sagittarian Guard.
Okay, success! Of course.
Okay, not bad. Did you get the 1?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And then we will Smite. Got it with an 8. And I'll re-roll it, why not? I'm Ahriman, we got it. All right, D3 mortal wounds. And I'll do 3.
I'll take 2.
All right, take 2. And then his last power. We're gonna cast Weaver of Fates on that Hellbrute, but we have to imbue it with a Cabal imbued manifestation to increase the range to 24 inches. So we're gonna cast this on that, so 4 up invulnerable save on that Hellbrute over there. And then we're gonna be done with you. I could throw out for a command point as Zinch's Firestorm, which actually might be pretty valuable. That's my last command point though, and I cannot get another one. I have no more Cabal points. So we're gonna opt to not do that. Instead we'll go with this unit who will smite. Oh, I got the big one. Suffer 2 mortal wounds.
Nope, 2
damage. Nice, okay. We are then going to move on to, you know what, we're gonna go presage on them so they get +1 to hit with those, the missile launcher. With the one, we get it, so +1 to hit over there if that matters. And then you will smite. I think I've done 2 or 3 smites before this. I got a 4 and a 1, which is a 5, which fails. 6, I still fail. And the last thing is the Sorcerer here, the Exalted Sorcerer. We're going to, I don't have the Cabal points to Doombolt, so we're gonna try Smite. Oh, we got the big version because we're 1,000 Suns, and that does hit Valoris. If he dies to this, that's bad. 3 mortal wounds.
5s.
1 damage.
Okay.
All right. And then I will Infernal Gaze, which we get. So this one, I can choose any unit with an 18, and I roll 3 dice. Every 4 up is a mortal wound. I'm going to choose to do that to Valoris, because he's so thick with 7 wounds left. What the heck?
Yeah.
He takes 2 mortal wounds. Maybe. He takes
More
2.
like none.
Oh, he has a 5 up. Oh,
He's got a 5 up to ignore damage, yeah.
Oh, no.
He's not a superior creation. He's got an adamantine mantle.
And this all comes in the very cost-effective package of 160 points.
Like I said, he's heavy point investment, but
Little heavy on the points. I get that. I think that is it for the psychic phase. We're gonna go right on to shooting. We're just gonna start with the Hellfire Missile Rack before I forget it.
Yep. Let me just think about some things here first.
Okay, fair. Super fair.
So you get a multi-melta coming in.
I got a multi-melta.
That's the main thing then, eh?
That's scary.
You get some re-rolls happen. What can you re-roll here?
Reroll hit rolls and wound rolls on that guy. There was a. There it is. He's wounded.
Well, we're gonna say I'm gonna double check that I can do this on him, but it's probably gonna be the Emperor's Auspice.
We're thinking Auspice here.
We're thinking Auspice. So the Auspice. Okay, we got it. We got it.
Down to 3.
So down to 3 command points left, and then do we want to?
The alchemy.
The alchemy is pretty solid.
I'm coming in.
I got 3 left, eh?
Is this 2 to do it?
No, it's 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 to do it. If I have
two. Sorry, yeah.
If I've got 4 more models, then it would cost me 2.
I see.
So alchemy.
It's free.
It didn't cost me anything.
So only winning them on 4s and no rerolls. All right, let's see if we can't get through these thick Custodian stratagems. We'll start with everything from the Hellbrute into them. We'll do the multi-meltas. We don't reroll.
Yeah, you sure don't.
Hypothetically, it would have mattered. And we wound. 6 up save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Ooh. Oof. It's gonna deal 3 damage. I'll command point that.
No, you won't.
Oh, I can't reroll damage.
No.
Oh, very good. Dude, that's massive. 3 damage. I deal 2 damage. She's got 5 wounds left. Emperor's Auspice, everyone. There's the bolter. On 3s, no rerollings. We got 2 hits and no wounds. This is it. If I get a bolt pistol wound here, my victory point's done. I don't have to worry about anything else. It hits. We'll do the pistol from the Aspiring Sorcerer too, because why the heck not? Hit. And no. Bolter into the Stratagems Guard. Maybe we'll finish that guy off. We got a hit. Does it do a wound? No. And on to the other Rhino into them, and then I'll do the rubrics after that. Rhino hits all of the times, and wounds 3 of the times also.
Jeez,
Minus
Louisa.
2! That's 2 damage.
Yep.
Kills 1 and wounds another. Alrighty. The Rubik's, the Soul Reaper, on 3s and 5s. No, sorry, 3s. His strength 6. No rerolls there. So 2 wounds at minus 3. Invulnerable. No damage there. Very good. And then I should have 3 shots from the 2 guys remaining and 5s. Nothing. Go on to the Hellbrute now. Firing into said homie.
Oh.
Couple shots. Sorry, that's a multi-melta.
Yep.
And, no, he's not hurt, so only 1 wound.
One
Shield.
wound. Bump.
Ooh,
No.
That kills him.
Yeah, he's dead.
Blah, pasted by Melta. That will conclude shooting. We are going to go on to... Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Charges.
Okay,
What are you thinking?
you want to tie him up? I might Tanglefoot that heck brute. You got 1 command point left.
Does it work on things with fly or no?
It doesn't work on things with fly.
Okay, he's the only target then, pretty much.
Yeah. Just for fun, let's do, because you got to make you're more than an inch away.
Do you want to save your command points for... I got you... Oh, you got 1 back. You're at 3
I got
still.
1 back,
You're
yeah.
good, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're still good.
So I've got some defensive capability here still a little bit. Yeah, whatever. I'll Tanglefoot for fun.
Tanglefoot, you got 2 command points left and 3 inches less on this charge. Hellbrute charge? Yes, we're going to be good.
Yep.
5-inch charge after the modifiers. So we're going to go right there. We're going to send the Sorcerer in there too, because if he can do a wound with his stick, that still gives me victory points. But I mean, it'll feed victory points to... Oh, but you get to interrupt for free. I might just try and put the dog down. Let's see what the Demon Prince can do. Declaring a charge, big number. 5? Well, that doesn't get him in anything. We are gonna reroll that because I at least want him. Oh, but I have to charge both to make that. It's a 10-inch charge.
Yeah, and you're putting the dread out over there to make room when you charge.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
So that does close off him getting in, unless he
it does.
goes up and over.
I'm not gonna charge any characters into Valoris just because the circumstance of where I ended up. This guy is just declaring a charge against him, and 5 is not good enough, I don't think, to get in. He's outside of 6, so I do need to show a 6 on the dice. I will re-roll it to try and take, because if I can kill him
That's your
off,
last CP, friend.
it's my last, because I'm trying to deny you to get to the objectives as well here. Womp womp. He fails. Okay, he tried. So that should be it for fighting. So we're gonna punch with the Dreadnought, and can this? I assume you want to Alchemy and Auspice as well.
Yeah, I'll do them both.
Yeah. So you're down to no command points. Get 4 attacks with the Hellbrute
Because that's your normally 5.
normally 5. And does he get the Shadowkeeper trait as Valorous?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So he takes on whatever thing
Armin doesn't get my Cabal rules.
Yeah, because I think they've changed the lore so that everybody bounces around to these different shield hosts.
Like the name guys, yeah. Okay, well, I
think
guess you're
every
right.
Custodian
Yeah. I guess
bounces,
all the technically like that guy could have been like a. Oh, and they all go back to like the main one, the Emperor's Guard. Or
That's
whatever.
kind of the
main,
generic-y kind of like we're not doing anything special.
Okay, well, 3s, no rerolls. That is gonna be 4 hits. Good thing. Does the reroll matter? It didn't matter. Okay, I just want to know that Josh's stuff doesn't matter. Forced to wound, however. 1 wound. That's not enough to kill him. It is -3 though.
-3. 5.
Ooh.
Nope.
3 damage, which he ignores on 5s. And he will take 3. He's got 2 wounds left.
Ooh.
That's enough to fight though. And that. Did you want to hero clean with this guy? Because I didn't make the charge. I just forgot to offer that.
Oh.
Actually, it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
Mr. Valorous?
2s. I believe he rerolls hit rolls with the Warlord trait, but I'm gonna check.
I believe he does as well. He is a champion of the Imperium, so he rerolls.
Of course, he doesn't miss.
It works. It works.
Jeez, he's strength 10.
Okay, cool. 3 wound. 1. Does he reroll his own wounds? 1?
No.
5 wounding hits. All right. Well, we do have the Weaver Fates on him, which means Ooh, these are 3 each.
Yep.
So he does die. 2, 4, 6. Does he explode? You better believe he does. It's only 1 mortal wound. It's all good. Which means you ignore on a 5. Oh, he does. And then this guy ignores on a 6.
No.
So he takes the damage, and then my sorcerer takes a wound as well. 4 on the sorcerer, down to 5 here. And
Oh, was that enough to get your little man there too?
it's only 3 inches. My little
Oh, it's
man,
only 3?
It's
Okay,
only 3,
cool.
yeah. And that's turn. So for myself, I do score 5 victory points because I killed the Stratagems Guard that were in my territory. But I wasn't quite able to accomplish everything I needed, and I don't know if that's going to be enough for the Thousand Suns.
What's the score now, friend?
If I get those 5 points, I'm down by 3. This put me at 33 to Josh's 35, and I can no longer score anything, unfortunately, because that's not true. It depends. If you decide to charge one of my characters here, and you don't really kill them, and I cause a wound, I will get 5 points. There's still weird things there. It's not quite over. I'm down by 3 points, but Josh needs to get on one of these 2 objectives. This objective or that objective. Otherwise, I gain 8 points because of targets held, where I'm defending all 3 of my territory's objectives.
Ready for my turn?
Yeah. Because he's just gonna.
Yeah, staying out of the Demon Prince.
Of course.
Intervention, right?
He's got no fancy big one, so he's just gonna move over there.
But and I get a command point and all that too.
Yes, you're at 1, and I'm at none.
I'm into the last one where I get all the bonuses. I'll stay just outside of 3 here.
Into the last one where you get all the bonuses. What is?
Kept Taurus, I believe.
Oh yes, I
for
see.
my
katas.
yeah.
So no re-rolling against you in combat.
That's the main thing here.
That's fair.
So I think I already won, right? But let's go for Gusto.
That's right. Oh, that's right. If you actually, Josh won the game. He doesn't have to commit to anything. He's already up by 2 points. I have no hero conventions. That would be it. The score would be like, if it ends, it would be 38 to 35 or 30. No, it's 35 to 33.
What's the invuln save on that guy?
4+.
Oh, he's a 4+?
Yeah.
Oh, what a nerd.
He's like a Chaos Lord on a disc. Yeah. But he throws outside the powers.
Well, at this point, if I call it, I win.
Yeah,
I will take a page out of the book of Luka Cowardice Tactics and just not risk it. And I don't know, Valorous is gonna make fun of you.
It's the smart move.
Yeah. He's literally gonna like take like a little bit of a half squat and just nerds.
We win. Do you want to like go beat him up anyways, just in case, or
No.
just for the fun of it? All right, it's fair.
No.
I wouldn't say go for him.
No, because that might lose me the game.
That's true. I mean, hypothetically, I guess you'd kill him though. But like, anyways, it's just like one of those like, let's see him fight something, but there's like no point doing that.
No.
Yeah, it wouldn't. It wouldn't actually be that exciting. So Valorous does it. He tanks until the end, and then that's game. Good stuff. You got the 3. That was a damn close game.
Like 140 points, he'd be decent, but
1 to 60. You're really bringing it down with them. Like, I appreciate
20
that.
points, man. Like that's.
The Custodians are, in a pretty good spot. So bringing in Valorous to like bring down the list.
Yeah,
a little
definitely
bit.
gotta tone it down when bringing Valorous in. Let's get ready for the post game.
Yeah, we'll go with post game.
All right, the post game's about to start, but I want to remind you that there is another game uploaded right now in the MiniWarGaming Vault, where I'm going to play some Dark Angels versus Skari in the Tempest of War type scenario. We got an amalgamation of chaos versus the brave Dark Angels, and take them on. You follow the link in the description below for that battle report, and remember, while you're in there, there's plenty of other videos in the MiniWarGaming Vault that you might get lost in. A lot of videos in there, guys. Get back to the post game.
Okay, so damn tight game to the end. I killed the crap out of the Custodians. I started losing a lot of stuff towards the end, but My cowardice got the better of me. I didn't do any like big grand plays to really get the objectives, or I did what I could. Everything else seemed really impossible.
Yeah,
and you did the same, yeah.
Well, yeah, because we were talking about it. I could have done the 5 up to ignore mortal wounds on the vehicle.
Right. That actually would have given you...
That would have given you points. That probably would have potentially won you the game. So glad I forgot that.
Yeah,
Thank you, the Emperor.
No kidding, right?
You just kind of pinched that little bit of knowledge out of my brain for a little bit there. I don't know. I haven't played the Custodians enough. There are a lot of strats, and like I know the core ones, but there definitely are other ones I need to.
A lot more niche, important ones, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. Any big, huge game-defining moments for you?
I would say you forgetting that and then denying me 5 points because I got way too overzealous. I could have just stopped shooting. I should have.
That one was kind of funny, yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, I did deny you some shooting. So there's maybe
that was the long range that I could have started picking on Hellbrutes and stuff because like he does do a good amount of damage. Hitting on 2s, I think he's strength like 9 AP 4, D3 plus 3 reroll wounds against vehicles with the big shot. So like he just kind of starts.
And like at worst, he's hitting on 4s, so it's not even that bad if he's in.
And I'm pretty sure I can spend a CP to have him act the top bracket.
That's what I figured. So I didn't feel super bad that I killed him, but in the end, I lost by 3 points.
It was kind of funny. Well, but then again, Valorous could have just like, hey, you got a Psyker here. Yeah, he rerolls his hits. Okay, so he hits twice.
Is that his gun?
He wounds twice. Yeah.
Kill
it's Ren something.
Right. Oh, the little.
Make your saves. Make your saves. Just roll them. Tell me what you get.
What am I doing? I passed. They're 2
damage apiece.
You kill him.
You kill him. Oh, you kill the Psyker unit.
Oh, for the 5 points. That's right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah, because you just had to kill a Psyker unit. That's right. Yeah. Just gun him down. Sadly. Oh.
It was funnier to not shoot and yell nerds, but I'm saying.
Well, how much damage does it do?
2.
I had no stratagems anyways. Yeah, so he would have died. The other thing is, like, Josh could have done the 5 up to ignore damage from mortal wounds on the Telemon, but he probably would have got overkilled by both the things coming in.
You had a lot of stuff coming in, and I'm like, whatever. Like, that was kind of, it was going to be a funny throwaway to try to kill Airman.
It was so close to.
It was super close.
So close to getting him. He just snuck away with 1 wound. I'm curious how much damage he did, actually.
Oh, a ton.
He must have done, like, a bonkers amount of damage or something this game. Well, he's throwing up 4 psychic powers a turn. 3 of them do mortal wounds. And then that's kind of it, actually.
Yeah, and then we talked about the different shield hosts. If I had taken the standard one, like, cool, you would have done a third as much mortal wounds, essentially.
That would have been brutal.
Right, like...
I think that one's, like, I like, out of all of the shield hosts, I remember 3 of them really standing out to me. Shadow Keepers, unfortunately, I liked them, but they weren't one of the ones that I thought were,
really?
Like... Yeah, they're good. I think they're good. That just goes to show that all of them are pretty good.
Their armor's the blackest, though, so how are they not the best? Like, they're automatically...
I would also go with that. I think they're damn good. I think they're very, very good, especially, like, in, like, a melee meta. Oh, obviously in the melee meta.
Yeah,
but I like the basic one, like the generic one.
I think by far that's probably the most competitive of the bunch.
Is that the one that has the 4-up or no?
Yeah, it's the one that's got the 4-up.
And they can also adjust their units.
You be like, we're these guys for
We're Shadow Keepers.
We're Shadow Keepers right now, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're the best by, like, leaps and bounds.
100%, yeah.
Yeah. There was another one that was, like, a fast... They always fought first.
There was a bike-based one. I can't remember if it's always fights first or just characters or something like that. There's... I don't know the other ones because their armor's not black, so I'm not...
That's fair. I don't
play them.
I get that 100%.
Oh yeah, there's one that is always fights first.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that's pretty good too. It's like
each time you make an attack, you can ignore any or all modifiers to the hit and wound roll as well.
Oof, I like that. We like that.
What?
See, another reason why I don't like Glamour of Tzeentch. I think Glamour of Tzeentch is like, and like things like that and Miasma of Pestilence are kind of fallen by the wayside, where they're not nearly as valuable anymore. But there's so many ways to get bonuses to hit or circumvent dense terrain or whatever it might be. Yep. So I was way happier not running that. And Weaver of Fate's obviously still good. A 4 vulnerable save on any unit I want nearby is rather useful. You can get 4 vulnerable save Land Raider if I wanted to. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But over here, I wanted, like, game-changing moments, I think. Like, that was kind of big. Unfortunately, those 2 units, I didn't roll up, I would have been a little more zealous with them getting to objective 3 and 1, but they never came up. They never ever came up. This one came up twice. That's Maelstrom of War, though. So you can never... You know what? My favorite thing about Maelstrom of War is you can never get mad because it's like you're given what you're given.
Yeah. It's a... an interesting
I guess you can get
vehicle to play a game, I guess. It's one
Yeah.
of those, like, I don't know what I want to do. Let's just do Maelstrom and just kind of, like, move
Yes.
stuff around the table. And have
Exactly,
fun.
yeah, exactly that. The other formats are a little bit closer to the GT where you get to pick your categories. This was the generic one. This is like the chaotic one where you have different categories every time. I do want to say, this Demon Prince failing the rerollable 6-inch charge might not have killed this guy. Definitely might not have killed him, but if I made the charge and killed him, I might have been able to block Valorous from getting back here on this objective. And if he didn't kill him, I would have had OBSEC as well as your OBSEC, but more models there. And I think I would have gotten the 8 points for that. If you, obviously, I must kill him. I must somehow block him from getting here, and I must stop him from killing that guy.
You should have worked on your cardio instead of reading your books, nerd. I mean, you would have made the charge.
Maybe I would have made the charge. Dang it. Dang it. Obviously, committing both those units to Terminators over
the
there.
bikes I threw away kind of early, whatever. And
That
kind
sucked,
whatever. It was one of those, like, it was a weird format, and I'm like, I just want to get the game going. Let's force Luka to do some stuff, because he understands the format better, so let's force him to deal with that.
Yeah.
And then...
It was, like, I was hoping, my best hope in that plan was, I moved those Marines forward, I stood on the objective, I was damn certain they were going to die, but I figured the bikes would have to commit to, like, fighting them, and then I was going to smite the bikes down.
Which made sense.
Yeah.
It's the way it was going to go, so...
Yeah.
And I don't like being giving up an early lead to my opponent.
Yeah.
I'd rather be aggressive, get ahead, and then kind of coast a bit.
It worked, yeah, because that would have been me getting 5 points and staying on toe with you the whole time.
Right. Well, I play better that way. That's not necessarily the right way to do it, but it's how I play better. It's
Keep
how
that
my
momentum
mind
going.
works.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I guess back to what were they thinking with Valorous?
Well, obviously he has kind of a spotlight on him right now, so he's under the
a bit of one. Like, and this is because I think they may have actually dropped his point cost from when he first came out.
Really? Well, all I know is that book is a little suspicious, and
I think they dropped him 10 points.
Oh, okay.
Don't quote me on it. The other sources that I used to make my battle scribe
Say it's 10 points cheaper, yeah.
But I got 10 points extra in my list anyways, so.
Oh, okay, so it
doesn't really matter
well,
for this list anyways.
Especially with the removal on point cost on Myzocordia, you're probably always going to be a weird number.
With a lot of them, yeah, because they finally just fixed that with the Sagittarium as well. They were the last squad to kind of need to get fixed.
Absolutely.
Because they're 53 points each.
Yeah, that's not great.
No.
I actually had a blast playing Custodian. I had an army that could really go toe-to-toe with the Custodians, though. I mean, if you were playing the main host,
the Emperor's Shield or whatever it is,
which is the one most people always play. So
I think that's the go-to, because the stuff that counters them in the meta right now is, Emperor's Chosen.
Yeah. So like the Thousand Suns would struggle again. You'd still try and go for it, but they pretty much have a 4-up invulnerable save against all your stuff. So you'd still go for it. And the Emperor,
I'd argue better than a 4-up. Well, because they're doing. Yeah, I guess because all the mortals are individual.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like weird, like little 4-ups.
It's just nice to be able to mitigate a ton.
Oh, absolutely. It's a world of difference. I would still say the Thousand Suns could do pretty good even against Emperor's Chosen, but this would have been a much harder game for the Thousand Suns. And even though, and I even lost, so it would have been. So I appreciate the Shadow Keepers. They're painted really cool, and they're
by far my favorite scheme.
Oh, I agree. Black, red, gold, so good, dude. And there's like a little bit of green.
That's why all my armies look like that.
Splashed in there a little bit too. Yeah, gotta respect it. I was happy to. I liked because I was curious. I didn't see too much Emperor's Auspice pop up or too much the Alchemy pop up. But right at the end, we've seen it 4 times. And
that's where like more and more I'll just sit on the command points and tell him like, this is the turn I really need to have him just tank.
He must sit. He must. Is that the first time you ran him?
No, I've run him before, but usually people just avoid him.
Yeah, well, that's what I tried until I had no choice.
He basically walks up the middle of the board with the blob that I have.
Yeah.
So there's the banner saying, hey, -1 to hit, and then he's got the aura of I reroll hit rolls and wound rolls of 1.
Yeah.
And everybody goes like, I don't want to go near that.
That's fair.
I'm just going to avoid that.
Yeah.
So, but if somebody does go for it, then he's ready to heroically intervene 6.
Yeah, like that, you'd be crazy to go toe-to-toe with this guy for a bit. Like, you'd have to be in such a good position where you can kill him. And I had the 1,000-something where I'm like, okay, no invulnerable save, multi-meltas, all this stuff. I guess I failed my charge, and the Hellbrute kind of waddled in there a little bit too. It was just weird positioning for the Demon Prince. But hey, you know what? The Demon Prince, Big Blue, lived until the end. That's kind of rare for my most recent games. He always kind of dies. Even though he's really durable.
He didn't leave the table quarter all game. Okay, let's to be fair, where did he deploy?
I think he deployed right here.
Yeah, you know what? The furthest he went from that was about 16 inches.
Yeah, so he didn't move turn 1.
I'm just joking. Of course he's going to live if he doesn't come into the battle.
So he didn't move turn 1 or 2. He jumped on the Telemon turn 3, killed it, moved here turn 4, and then moved here turn 5. Yeah, that was exactly all he did. Well, it's just you have such scary stuff against it.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm joking, but yeah,
Yeah.
you can't get anywhere because everything in my army rerolls wound rolls against it. So.
Yeah, and that's so circumvents his toughness. Now he's pretty durable against the generic custodian stuff because he has -1
It's still
damage.
gonna chip damage.
Exactly, it'll still chip damage.
Because how many wounds is he? Like 8?
He's 8, and he can heal D3 every time he casts a psychic power. Well,
But that's a stratagem again, right?
stratagem,
Yeah.
correct? Yeah, that's the thing Armin did.
Yeah.
And
He just doesn't do it automatically.
Not automatically. There is a psychic power you can get that does just heal D3, but it doesn't seem like it's worth. And the other thing was, what else? Oh, and then obviously I had to wait till the shield captain died. So once the shield captain was in a position to die, then I started committing him. And he just kind of flubbed his charge a little bit there at the end. But hey, it was still cool. I was more than happy with the performance of the Thousand Suns in this game.
Yeah, that's the other thing is I've usually got the shield captain zipping around to be like, hey, look, just stay away from my blob.
Yeah.
Don't send some big killy character up here. Like I'm gonna get him.
I'm gonna kill him first.
You're gonna bring something up that and then you want a character to give your aura rerolls. No,
that's fair.
He's gonna get you. I didn't have the blade champ. I like the blade champ too.
That guy's super cool.
He swings first and just has the 3 different types of attacks and just is hilarious.
Yeah. I don't care what anyone says. I played the custodians once and I kind of always liked them before that. I think they're super cool and super fun to play against. Well, it kind of sucks. It feels kind of bad when you start hemorrhaging models. You did kind of lose quite a bit of models early on. But
they're still hanging there. You can't.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to be willing to lose some models.
Right.
And it feels bad when it's custodians you're losing, but you do still play the attrition kind of grind game.
Yes, absolutely. They kind of remind me of there's a less numerous Thousand Suns because the Thousand Suns are they're hard to kill. They have a good and vulnerable save, and I don't know how much a guard is, but 1,000 Suns only 20 points. Like a rubric ring.
Oh, Custodian Guard substantially more than that.
Yeah. Probably 30 something.
What do you think a regular guy is?
30 points, I think.
You're saying 30, it is 45 points.
I was way off.
Per Custodian Guard.
I was going to say 30. Actually, no, now I think about 30.
And then if you shield, if you go up to the shield, it's another 50 points.
I love the shield. Oh, is it 15 points?
Sorry, 50 points. 50. So it's 5 extra points for a shield.
Oh, they're 45. That's right. Yeah. I think the shield's so worth because the sword is now strength 6, which is amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's no strength 7. And the thing is, Misericordias are free, so if you go to sword and board, you can't take a Misericordia.
That's fine. That's fine. I love that shield so much. That 1-up save. Oh.
It's pretty good. And then the strat to be like, hey, I'm -1 to hit, go away.
Right, because the only difference between the Guardian Spear and the sword now is that 1 strength. That is it. There should be, I don't think, and this, you get +1 wound on both of them if you want to on a stratagem. They're both AP3.
There might be something you can do with the spears. I think there might be a strat to do with the spears.
There used to be. I don't know if there's.
But I might be making that up entirely.
I remember the one because Josh was sick and wasn't able to make it in when the Custodians came out, so I played his list for him, and I remember just loving the sword and shield, loving it so much. There might be something for the spear. It's got a better gun. I think it's got a better gun.
It does have a better gun. Yeah, it's a rapid fire gun instead of a pistol 2 gun.
That's what it was. Yeah.
So who cares? Pistol.
That's true. Yeah.
So at short range, it's essentially the same difference.
Yeah.
So who cares then? I see shield wall here. I'm not seeing. I think that there might be one, but again, I might be incorrect on that. I think they may have gotten rid of it.
Because I can't remember. They're AP3 as well, right?
Yeah, it's the same AP.
Is the axe AP2 in strength 8 or AP3 in strength 8?
So the axe, because I never take the axe.
It's on the Terminators, really. Yeah.
Yeah, you can also put it onto the Squad of Wardens.
Sure, yeah.
If you want to go with that. So the axe is +3 strength, AP -2, 2 damage.
Okay.
But again, there might be a strat that you can help the AP or something. I don't know. I don't use it.
Custodians are dope. I love them. I was more than happy to play against them today. I thought the Thousand Suns could do pretty well.
Well, that was a decent army to put up against them, right? There's a lot of other armies where I just kind of slowly grind them out of existence.
If I was playing Death Guard, you just play that game better than I do. So that's rough.
In a roundabout way, yeah, I do.
I could always go I guess the only other option to have some play would be the Nightbringer, and that's always kind of annoying. But yeah,
I still hate Necrons more than anything else. The moment I see a squad of 20 Necron warriors, that just puts me on tilt enough, anyways. Or no, I just see red. I just see red. No, the same. I got 3 destroyers on my list. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna do my best to make you just not have a good day. I hate them so much.
It's okay to hate. I hate knights, so.
That's fair. I was gonna say, but knights aren't any good. But Necrons, they got a little bit of a buff.
Necrons,
Knights got a bit of a buff too.
Yeah, the Flayed One Necrons is a damn good list. I don't care what anyone says. It's a pretty powerful. It plays GT well.
Sure.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Matt hated knights as much as he did.
You probably put that in him though.
Oh, 100% I did. He hates my knights, not regular knights.
Oh, okay.
Until I came in the one morning I think he's told his version of the story. I showed, we were talking...
Crusher Stampede?
Yeah, I think we were talking the night before. He's like, hey, look, I want you to play your knights. I'm like, that's weird. Nobody wants me to play my knights. He's like, yeah, but I want you to play your knights. I'm going to play Crusher Stampede.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, oh, okay. Like, they're really, like, top tier right now. He's like, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But I really want to do that. I'm like, cool, whatever. Like, whenever anybody's excited for a game. And then I come in the morning, he's talking to Scary, being like, I need the most meta list, but also, like, specifically against knights.
And what little tweaks can I add to really get it
we
in
kind
on the
of
knights?
laughed about that one. But it was still entertaining. It's still fun. It's setting expectations when you go to play the game.
Yeah. That's true.
And I think we had the expectations of, like, we're playing a weird Maelstrom thing.
Yeah.
You love the format, right?
It's my favorite format because it's got the happy medium between, if you're not feeling GT, you still have the control over what categories you pick as long as you're not doing this mission.
Yep.
And if you don't like the full kind of randomness of open war being like one objective that you might never, like that stupid parachute one where you might never get it, or the airdrop supply one, and then you have this medium where like it's kind of out of both players' control to a degree, but you have like some modicum of control as well, but not complete control like GT.
You got the airdrop one like once or twice that game.
No, there's been several games. Like that's just a random example.
I'm trying to think, and it was against Knights too.
It was the Abaddon, yeah, because it kept going into your territory. Yeah.
It did for the first like 2 turns,
and then I started controlling, but it didn't really move much.
Yeah, it didn't go far enough to. Yeah.
Oh god.
I vaguely remember this.
I have my gripes with open war. It is what it is. I actually don't mind the format we play typically, with the 3 cards and
the 3 card. The draw is nice. I don't the new one where we're doing like it's entirely blind. You just have one that you can veto. You don't see what the other ones are after. I don't love that as much. I like the Star Wars one.
The Star Wars one, the Legion one's the true. That one's more match play because you can kind of see what's coming up. Yeah, I prefer that one a little bit more too. Yeah, because then the one where you do a blind is you just don't ban because you're too afraid of something worse coming up.
I'm just too old for the randomness.
That's fair. Okay.
I can't keep up. I don't know what's happening. I forget where I'm at.
Well, you should love GT then.
I don't know the date.
It's fully in your control.
I don't know the date. Yeah, but then progressive scoring. I'm old enough to complain about everything.
That's fair, yes.
No. GT's
fine. GT's fine, but let's put it this way. I like War Allies. I like... I prefer, as long as Eldar's not a thing, I just prefer you have 6 objectives on the table. You get like, I don't know, arbitrary amount of points. If you control them at the end, you get kill points as well.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just say it. I like the AOS system better. I've been playing a lot of AOS, and I really have grown to love it.
Well, it's like a light GT because you have the same. Everyone has access to the same battle tactics, and
now there's the faction ones coming out.
That does make it a little more complicated. Those are harder to achieve.
So you got the faction ones, you got the grand strategy.
And then you just deal with the basic objectives, yeah. That's why I like the new GT missions, because they're a lot closer to the Age of Sigmar things, where they don't have a secondary built in, they just have like here's a little twist on the mission.
I just have to learn what the opponent does. Like I have to learn what your models do when I'm playing AOS. It's not like, what's your list of 47 stratagems and how they've arrived.
That's a whole different
What's your list? Yeah. What's your second, and there's a million, no. The AOS system is beautiful.
Well, it's beautiful, beautifully simple, right? Like there are command abilities, but there's like 2.
Well, there's all the generic ones that are.
Well, those are those, right? But
those are simple, super simple. And then there's the which ones does your army have access to? Like,
right.
What hero does what?
I'm playing vampire, so like I get +1 attack on a unit.
Yeah.
That is it.
I can't name a single one of your psychic powers and what it does.
You can't name one psychic power in this game.
Smite.
One doesn't count.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I don't know any of the rest of them. I have some basic understanding of the effects. I don't know what they're cast on.
That's fair. Yep.
Yeah, Cabal points, I have 0. I know less about Cabal points than when I started this game.
Oh.
So.
That's fair. Oh man, the Thousand Suns are different. The Thousand Suns are a different beast because they kind of remind me of the Adnek and the way their spells are worded and like all the weird aura. They're actually very simple in every phase but the psychic phase. It's like,
but boy, they come. Well, but the psychic phase affects all of the rest of the phases.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden it's just like, okay, you lose your vulnerable save there. This guy's got a better invulnerable save. That unit over there can only shoot at targets within 24 inches. The strength of
this is another one where I think you need tokens to play.
Oh, for sure.
Tokens are definitely a big thing to help keep track of stuff.
Yeah. I keep it pretty, because I'm pretty novice with these guys, I kept it pretty simple. All the same relevant psychic power on the Rubric Marines where they get to move again in the psychic phase, they get +1 to hit. It's like Fury the First or whatever equivalent. or oppressions. I'm sure I could get more value out of the double move on them. In this game, I would have, because the deep struck back there, they could have double moved every turn. Sure, but you never know what's going to happen. You have to pick your psychic powers before the game starts. Oh, I guess I could have swapped a psychic power out on them for a command point. I always forget you can do that. I did that with Armin early on.
Oh, then double move.
And then I could take the double move one. That would have been kind of cool. But hey, that's a more advanced thing I'm not really super familiar with on the Thousand Suns. Hindsight's a hell of a beast. So
thing. Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
But then again, double moving them, what would that have accomplished? Realistically, not a lot.
Well, they would have been up the board.
Like maybe right there. Sure.
Further.
I could have had their shots, more bolter shots on him, maybe kill him. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, you never know. Oh, but then they wouldn't have had presage, so I wouldn't have been +1 to hit. Maybe that would have mattered. I don't know. There are a lot of things, a lot of angles on this army. But like I said earlier on, I'm probably going to bench it for a little bit, unless there's outcry for more Thousand Suns. I hopefully kind of piqued your interest. I'm going to move on to, like, I've been playing so much Necrons, Death Guard, and Space Wolves recently that I'm just going to kind of go through the motions of the other armies that aren't being shown a lot. So I'm going to maybe do Blood Angels next for a little bit, like 3 games of them or something.
In the next month or two, there should be some Harlequin stuff coming out too.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. All that stuff. So I'm trying to get more variety on the channel for you guys, like Steve is and Josh is. We're all trying to play different armies here and there too, which does make it kind of hard to play the GT stuff because there's a lot to remember in even one army. So when you're playing 7 or more, or considering the whole roster, yeah, good luck. So
and playing different games every single day.
And then playing different games every game.
It's hilarious.
Too, right? So like I pretty much built 1,000 Sun list, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna learn this list. The first game, I flubbed it all. Like I don't think I got the rules wrong, but I just did all the tactics wrong. And then I played it on live stream. Like this is a lot better. And then I thought I played a pretty tight game this time. So
you know what we should do? Yeah. We should host a tournament here, and the format is you're playing one of 4 different game systems each round. You don't know which one of the 4 game systems you're playing.
I would actually be down.
And out of those 4 game systems, there's about 5 different factions you might be playing in each of them. Go.
And do you have any prep time to, like, do you have 5 minutes or something to figure stuff out before the game?
You have to maybe have it all prepared ahead. No, you get there's an extra half an hour to make your list.
Ah, fair. Okay.
And you get half an hour to make your list.
What do you think?
And review whatever you need. Oh, geez, that'd be the tough one because we all kind of cover different. It'd be 40K AOS, 30K. And then what's
Warhammer
the wild
Fantasy?
Card? No, nobody cares about fantasy.
Well, because then you have the modern 40K and the modern fantasy, and then you have the old fantasy. And
then you know what's the wild card? Wild card for everybody. It's whatever game you play. Like for me, it might be Bolt Action. For you, it could be Warhammer Fantasy.
Okay, fair.
So sure, that's you get
everyone gets to enact one wild card.
It's the 3 core systems, and then your wild card pick of what other game system it might be.
And then the other people have to play it, and it's just that's it.
And that's every participant.
Everyone's got to participate. Yeah.
I think that would be our.
That's where we would thrive.
We would dominate.
That's our.
We would dominate.
I could do that. I could mess with that. Yeah.
And you can only play with your left hand.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nice. You can only play with your left hand, and you have to accurately narrate what you're doing.
That's our.
We'd be the tournament champs.
I
should run that event.
We'd be unstoppable. Come by and live a day in our shoes. All right, folks, that's about enough for this one. I'm gonna go get some food because I'm getting hungry, and we gotta clean up. So thank you for tuning in. Please leave some feedback down below, as always, and let us know what you thought. And we will catch you next time for some more Warhammer 40K. Happy wargaming.